HEAT for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's promo code HEAT. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code HEAT for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code HEAT.
NASCAR Championship Weekend is back at Phoenix Raceway. Drivers will put it all on the line to claim NASCAR greatness. The Truck Series Championship kicked things off Friday night under the lights.
We're going to tear it up tonight.
Followed by an action-packed Saturday, where fans will witness an ARCA and Xfinity Series Championship doubleheader. Don't miss out on the action November 4th and 5th. Get your tickets now for NASCAR Championship Weekend at PhoenixRaceway.com or call 866-408-RACE.
This is Aaron Warby, host of the Bulls and the Bears Radio Hour. In the show, we try to teach the tools, rules, and strategies that traders and investors need to do better with their wealth and portfolio income. But most of the time, an hour is just not long enough. At Online Trading Academy, we believe that the average person should be given the tools, rules, and strategies that Wall Street's elites have been using for years to outperform others. Are you one of the millions that have recently established a trading account? Or have you always wanted to trade or take a more active role in guarding and growing your own wealth, but have not had the know-how or confidence? We want to invite you out to a complimentary 3-hour power trading and investing workshop, where you'll learn what it is that the professionals use to limit their risks and maximize their possible gains in both trading and investing. To register, call 8448-TRADER. That's 844-887-2337, or text the word stocks to 25029. Again, that's stocks to 25029. Reserve your seat now.
Now there are even more reasons to switch to Verizon, the network America relies on.
For real?
Yep, for real. Turn in your old phone and get the new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 free with select 5G unlimited plans.
Definitely switching.
Totally. Everybody's switching to the network America relies on. Verizon. 5G ultra wideband available in select areas. $999.99 device payment purchase with new smartphone line on select 5G unlimited plans required. $200 Verizon e-gift card with hoarding. Less $800 trade-in/promo credit applied over 36 months. 0% APR. Trading conditions apply.
KQFN Tempe.
Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM.
And K240U Mountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down.
Because it's time. Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's Thursday here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Keon Rose there in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harman Solar Studios in Scottsdale. Oh, today is Ralph from Harman Solar's birthday. Did you know that?
Is it really?
We should probably call and tell him happy birthday.
Absolutely.
Happy birthday. You got his phone number there, Keon? Do you have his phone number? Can we call? If you don't, I'll give you his phone number. And in fact, I'll just give it out on the air if you're ready. I'll just give it out over the air. His personal cell phone number.
That seems like a bad idea.
It's his birthday. I think he'd love to hear from everybody. You suck, Ralph.
Well,
Seahawks suck, Ralph.
Might hear more than happy birthday is the is the issue.
I think he'd love it. But no, all right, you're probably right. There might be legalities involved. But yesterday it was happy birthday, Larry Fitzgerald. Today it's happy birthday, Ralph from Harman Solar. I don't know if he's going to be with us tomorrow or not, but I do know starting Thursday, he'll be with us to do our picks, and Rosalie Michaels will be with us to do our fantasy football Q&A. So every week, we're going to take care of your fantasy football, and we're also going to, probably give you some good or bad ideas about your NFL fan picks for the NFL Fan Pick'em contest. You can still sign up. Now, here's the way the whole Fan Pick'em thing works, guys. If you join now, then you have a chance to win the big prizes. If you join later, you might win some weekly prizes, but you're probably not going to win the big prize because you got to do this every week. You got to do it every week. And, you've got super fans out there. You got hosts from the station on there. Everybody's on there doing their picks. If you did it last year, you're already good. Just go log in. You're good to go. If you've never done it before, go to 1580thefanatic.com and click on the link. The instructions are there. All the stuff you need is right there. First prize is $1,580 from Harman Solar. Second prize is an amazing Zebra e-bike from Hemingway Bikes, and those things are worth a lot of money. And then third place prize, $500 from Harman Solar. And there's other weekly prizes and other fun prizes we'll tell you about as we go. But right now, if you're not in, you're running out of time. 1 week from today is the first game of the NFL season. Get up on that thing, get yourself going, get yourself logged in, get yourself registered, do what you got to do. But everything you need for that is at 1580thefanatic.com. We have a lot of things we need to talk about, but all I can think of is Keon's eating goat.
Yeah. Yeah. He was chowing down before the show here, and he was apparently eating some Indian food, and he revealed to Jeffrey that it's been goat. That's been
I'm not judging. I think it's cool. That's great.
A topic of discussion since Jeffrey found out it was goat.
Are there a lot of goats on the planet? I mean, it seems like they're like basically the hairless evil sheep. You know what I mean? That's like the same sort of demeanor, So, and so we were talking on off air, and I realized I've never had goat. And I asked my wife, I said, "What have you had?" She's like, "No, goat cheese? No, just goat." No, Randy's never had goat. And I thought, well, maybe this is a thing we should try. Should we try goat? Should we try the goat?
We could.
And then I asked Keon, "What does this taste like?" And Keon told me,
it's kind of like lamb.
I don't like lamb, so I am off the hook. I do not have to try the goat, but I'm a little curious still.
It's because it's not exact. It's not an exact flavor. I like goat better than I like lamb. So you might actually like it, maybe.
It's all I can think about is goat right now. Just eating some goat. And I'm like, do they have like herds of goat out there? Because every time I see goat, there's one or two hanging around. You know what I mean? There's a couple of annoying goats in somebody's pasture, or you go to a petting zoo. Oh, there's a couple of damn annoying goats. They're annoying as far as animals go, but then aren't they kind of like pets? Aren't they like kind of like, hey, it's the dog who likes to ram its head into you. You know what I mean? And so I don't know how I feel about this whole eating of goat thing.
Well, I mean, in some cases, pigs are like pets.
I will never get so attached to a pig that I'm not thinking bacon.
Maybe you won't, but would you get attached to a goat?
No.
Yeah, well, see, there you go.
They got those evil eyes.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Even if they're sweet and nice, you're like, you're up to something, you little bastard. So I guess I don't mind taking out a goat and eating it.
Well, you wouldn't mind taking out a pig and eating it either.
Thank God I'm not the one that has to do it, because here's the thing. For as much as I like meat, eating meat, chopping up meat, grilling meat, I love me some meat. If it was up to me to kill it, gut it, deal with it, I'd be like, hey, who wants some salad? Because I just, I'm an old softy when it comes to those things. I mean, I've gone hunting and immediately regretted it. And nothing against those who do. I don't know. That's where I'm kind of an old softy. You bring the steak to the table, get me a bib. I'm ready. If you're like, all right, Jeffrey, if we're going to have some steak, you're going to have to go that cow right there. Well, why that cow? That cow looked at me. That cow gave me like a, hi, how are you? Look, I can't.
Yeah.
One time.
I have absolutely no problem blowing the brains out of any turkey, anytime, anywhere.
Well, that's because you never have been able to get one. So it's easy to say, but yeah. And they also seem like jerk animals.
They are jerks.
They are.
Yeah.
They're horrible.
I used to work at this TV station, and there were just angry turkeys in like the woods behind the TV station. It was A, weird, and B, they were mean. Like they would just like intimidate people coming to their cars.
Where's this TV station? I'll grab my shotgun and I'll be back in a day or so.
Chattanooga, Tennessee.
All right. I'm on
if
my way.
The animal is aggressive or annoying, yeah, I'll no problem. Blam! All right, who's hungry? You know what I'm saying? But one time I went out there and I shot a bunny. And when I shot it it was pretty good distance, and it did a backflip and died. Yeah. I felt horrible. I killed it, skinned it, ate it. But then the whole time I was just like, what if it had a little bunny family out there somewhere? I can't help it. And
can't blame you.
The time I went dove hunting, I got me some doves, but there was one that was trying to escape, and I got too close, and I couldn't find any of it anywhere after I'd shot it because I'd hit it. And then I was like, oh, my God, I can't let this thing suffer. And I was young. I didn't know what I was doing. And then after that, I'm like, I don't think I want to do this anymore. It's felt bad.
Yeah.
I have a soft spot for the animals, but of course the apocalypse comes and I got to feed the family. Soft spots out the window. I'll do what I got to do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But here's the thing: I don't have to do this. I don't have to go blow the brains out of an animal because I can just go to the damn grocery store right now. Somebody else is taking care of it for me.
And so you can go to the grocery store and get goat. I think you can get goat meat at certain markets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, certain markets that I probably don't live near. You know,
I'm sure they have it at most butcher stores.
Yeah. Yeah. Butcher stores would have it.
I'll just go to the Indian foods place you went to when you got your food there. Just saying. Fifth letter says, Jeffrey, with your wife being Mexican, well, she's not Mexican, she's Spanish. Has her side of the family ever brought a living pig, killed it, and made fresh carnitas? No, because they also live near a grocery store. Big George says, Jeffrey, pigs make perfect pets. Did you ever watch Green Acres? Arnold the pig was treated like a fellow human by Mr. Ziffel. First off, that was in black and white, so it doesn't count. Second, I know some people say that pigs are smarter than the dogs and stuff. Here's the way it works. If animals are food, unless you decide to make it a pet. Now, we've decided that dogs are our pets. Other cultures have decided those dogs are food. I don't care what you do as long as you're not torturing something, as long as you're not being a jerk about it. But I get it. Listen, if you're hungry, all bets are off. You're the top of the food chain. You do what you got to do. That's all there is to it. So I'm never going to judge. But for me personally, yeah, I'll be honest. I just end up feeling bad. But if I got to do it, I'll do it. But I don't got to do it, so I ain't going to do it. Jagdog says, if it can bleed, you can kill it. That was from Predator, Jagdog. Big George, thank you. Let's see here. Boogie says, goats are tasty. And they know they're tasty. That's why they're always screaming in constant fear of being eaten. Yeah, like the screaming goat.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that? Oh, in the Thor movie. I laughed every time. Have you seen the Thor movie?
No.
But there's a thing with screaming goats in there. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, I haven't seen the new one.
It was funny every time. The movie wasn't that great. But the screaming goats, yeah. Swazman sent a picture. It says golfing here in San Diego at Balboa Park. Zonies, $46, founded in 1919. Great value and fun. Heat wave here, 86. Still a breeze in Mission Bay. We all hate you now, Swazman. We hate you with passion.
Enjoy your time. I hope you shoot a terrible round of golf too.
Yeah. How dare you flaunt your comfort over us? Thought the weather was going to cool down. It doesn't look like it's going to, Randy.
Well, it is, but it's cooling down in Arizona terms of cooling down. By opening weekend, by September 11th, it will be down 90s, low hundreds, and it will continue to decrease as we go through September.
Not soon enough for me. Roll Tide Kara says, hey, gentlemen, hope you're doing well. Same at you, Roll Tide Kara. Thanks for that. Bruno Baller says, St. Francis, Pennsylvania versus Akron kicks off at 3 p.m. Who does Keon have on that game?
I don't have any information on that game. I watched
Akron Zips.
I'm going for St. Francis.
I'm going to take Akron just because I know Akron. I know the Zips. I'm not familiar with St. Francis at all, and I watch a lot of college football. But when we start talking about the St. Francis's of the world, we are out of my realm.
Well, you know, St. Francis' motto is nobody better touch my stuff.
Yep.
Easy, Francis. Take it easy, Francis.
Sit down, Francis.
Baker's Cocky Hen says, I would never eat dog unless I find out it tastes like bacon. Yeah, it's a good point. Donnie says, wife and wife's family loves mutton, which, by the way, if you don't know, is baby goat. Donnie says, me? Not so much. Yeah, I can see that. Baker's Cocky Hens also says, I'm about to bet Naughty. That's right. Going to bet Naughty to beat ASU out of principle. Why are the kids are all wearing white, by the way? Is there some sort of ASU whiteout? 10,000 fans in white, if we're lucky. He says, working next to this crappy team is not fun. What the hell, Baker's Cocky Hens? What's your problem there? Are you an Arizona person or something? I know what you're getting at. But Baker's Cocky Hens does bring up something that is happening. When does the game start, by the way? It starts it starts at 7. So why are there so many people there already? Wait,
First game of the season,
6?
man.
Does it start at 6?
First game of the season, man.
Time does it really start? Because my sheet says 7 Mountain Time, and all the idiot networks get that stuff wrong. So it's either 6 or 7. What did our tickets say? I gave away tickets.
It said 7.
Yeah. All right, so then we'll just go with that. I like that there is nobody, 2.3% of people giving NAU a chance to win. By the way, this is an outdoor game, and the temperature at game time is going to be 102.
Yeah, 106 right now in sunshine.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
You notice how none of us asked Radio Ron to have some of them tickets? We're good.
I learned last year because I don't remember which tickets I got, but I went pretty early in the season. And the only advice that Jeffrey gave me on my way out was don't wear dark colors. Wear light colors.
Were you sitting on the west side of the stadium or the east side of the stadium or the north or south end zone? Where were you sitting?
West side of the stadium.
Oh, then you didn't have it too bad.
Yeah, you got some shade eventually, maybe. So were you in the sun the entire time, and were you wishing for death?
Well, it was it was a night game, so I was only in the sun a little bit.
Oh, okay. You were probably barely in the sun.
It was, like Randy said, not bad at all. It was a pretty good outing, all things considered.
And Baker's Cocky Hens, we're getting to Spida. Calm down. Baker's Cocky Hens is up my skirt today. What's the problem? Anyway, so we have this game between NAU and ASU. It's the football, and the over-under is 51.5. I'm feeling the over on this one. I feel like it's going to be a high-scoring affair because NAU is coming in all gunged up, but of course ASU, they know what happened last year to U of A. So they're going to be firing. Everybody's going to go nuts on this. And I feel like this is just going to go like pow, pow, pow. I mean, more pow from ASU than NAU, but there's going to be a lot of scoring. So that's my prediction. I'm taking the over. Randy, what do you got?
I'll take the over as well. Yes. Yeah, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, especially with all the changes that ASU has had recently in their coaching staff and some of their personnel. I'll take the over on that.
All right, and Keon, the voice of reason, says
I'll also take the over. I'm really excited about the quarterback Emory Jones. Transferring from Florida, coming to ASU, and he's an incredible athlete. And I think that when you go up against a school like NAU, sometimes you can just out athlete that school. Like Emory Jones is the kind of guy, and he's major dual threat, fast, uses his legs, but he can also throw the deep ball really well too.
Speaking of duel of a different kind, the reason I'm saying this might turn into a duel is RJ Martinez for the Lumberjacks. He's been pretty good. He actually has been showing a little something out there, and I think that he's going to be the primary reason you see NAU putting up more points on the board than you would actually expect. So Lumberjacks have not beaten ASU at the football in Tempe since 1937.
Oh,
so you're saying there's a chance?
Probably not.
Yeah, when you got a stat that goes back to World War II,
what I predict is the ASU is just going to go crazy on offense, and they may not even send the defense out just for fun. They're just let NAU score. Let's just keep going here, and eventually something will happen. But this is not going to be pretty. The line is still ASU minus 24.5. Last I checked, so I did put $1 on the game. I put $1 on the game in favor of NAU, just in case. I don't believe it's going to happen. I think I just threw away $1. But if I'm wrong.
Did you put it on NAU to cover or to
all I know is I get $1.90 back. That's all. I think I did the money line.
Okay. Then...
I don't know what I'm doing. I still don't know what I'm doing with betting.
Because Arizona State 24.5 point favorites there. So that's what I was wondering.
So I think
they can cover.
Do you think that ASU can cover that? Can they beat NAU by 24.5, more than 24 points?
They could. I'm not betting that one. I can't bet that one. because they should, but
All
then
right.
again, they may not.
All
So I had to
right.
stick with my over/under there at 51.5, and just say it definitely will be over in this overall scoring. 888-368-1580. Boogie says tailgate. All right, Boogie, we'll see you there. I'm not going. Against the spread says if you've had Panda Express, you've already had dog and you just didn't know it. That's all right. If I don't know it, then what do I care? You know what I mean? I remember that Saturday Night Live sketch where they're sitting there, an angel is sitting there with somebody who had just died. And they're like, okay, so what was the most disgusting thing I almost ate? And he's like, you couldn't handle it. Okay, what about the 10th most disgusting? No, can't, no. 100th? Keep going. So, yeah, if I've eaten it and I'm not dead, I don't care. King of Kenton says, I'm wearing gold. Okay.
All right.
Good for you.
Go Devils.
Where's the maroon? Billy from Phoenix says, it's a whiteout game because you don't wear white after Labor Day.
It's not Labor Day yet.
No, it's a good point. That's why you got to wear it today. This is your last chance.
Oh, okay. I got it backwards.
This weekend is Labor Day weekend. Yeah.
Mr. Pringle says local high school near where I live, ironically, their school mascot is the Redskins, broke a 5-year losing streak last Friday night. And yep, you read that right. 5-year losing streak. That's 0 wins in football for 5 years.
And now they're going to come out this week after winning last week. They're going to come out this week all cocky, thinking they can go 2 in a row.
Don't give them that kind of hope. Cowboy Sparky says, NA who? Kyle G says, just going to leave this here. No one gave Northwestern a chance either, but Nebraska is 0-1 right now.
That's a good point. Granted,
Listen,
Nebraska is the school apparently most likely to do that, but that's a fair point.
If there was going to be a year that NAU would come to town and beat the Sun Devils, I feel like this might be the one. This might be the one. Just saying. Anything could happen. Hopefully it's just a good game and everybody makes their bets and we all go home happy. Right now, we're going to take a break. When we come back, let's talk about what happened last night with the Diamondbacks. And let's talk about some other ASU things, actually, that have been floating around that are a bit disturbing. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's action update for Arizona's new home for sports, The Fanatic. Now, here are the latest lines from my guys in the desert.
The biggest games of week 1 of college football, 23rd ranked Cincinnati at 19th ranked Arkansas. The Bearcats a 6-point favorite on the road. 11th ranked Oregon battles number 3 and defending national champion Georgia in Atlanta. The Bulldogs 17-point favorites. And then Saturday night in prime time, number 2 Ohio State. Big favorites over 5th ranked Notre Dame. Buckeyes minus 17.5. The NFL season kicks off a week from tomorrow with the Bills at the Rams. Buffalo the odds-on favorite to win the Super Bowl at plus 550. The Bucs at plus 750. Kansas City and Green Bay each at plus 1,000. Red hot winning picks at experts.winnersandwhiners.com. Save 75% on any best bet package with the promo code ACTION75. That's ACTION75 at experts.winnersandwhiners.com. For vsin.com, I'm Trey Westerberg on Arizona's sports betting station.
Dak Prescott here. Why do I choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because better sleep elevates my game. Only my Sleep Number 360 smart bed helps me fall asleep faster, keeps me cool, and effortlessly adjusts for my best sleep. The result? 28 minutes more restful sleep a night. That's more focus, more edge, and more highlights. And that means more wins for all of us.
Save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed plus free delivery when you add a base. Ends Labor Day. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number, the official sleep and wellness partner of the NFL.
When you run a business, you need to be in control. And while you can't control everything that happens in the world of business, you can definitely take control of your utility expenses with the help of Harmon Solar. Give them a call and see how your company can save up to 80% on that monthly electric bill with zero down and no payments for 12 months. Harmon Solar is a local family-owned company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189. Or go to harmonsolar.com.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for Medishare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Medishare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need, 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
If you're an IT professional looking for an opportunity with great benefits and the freedom to creatively solve problems in a career with great growth potential and a team environment, look no further than Affinity Technology. Serving the Valley since 1992, Affinity Technology is looking for a level 1 tech to develop and deliver excellent solutions and outstanding customer service. Visit atechaz.com/jobs and get started with your future today. That's atechaz.com/jobs.
Fire up the band. It's time to play ball. We're serving up the best matchups on the college gridiron.
Touchdown! What a catch!
The power conferences, the biggest games, your favorite teams.
Under pressure, and he goes down.
Get all the action live on your home for football in the Valley. 1580 and 99.3, The Fanatic.
Dave Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic. Yeah, Jag Dog. Yeah, 855-51-BIBLE. I wouldn't trust that dude to watch my dog when I'm out of town. I'm definitely not calling the number. 888-368-1580. Mr. Pringle wants to bring this up, so let's go ahead and do that before we do anything else, because Pringle and some other people seem like they really want to talk about it. Yes, the Jazz trade Spida Mitchell. He says, what the hell is Danny Ainge doing in Utah there? Well, Danny is Mormon, and well, that's all you need to know about that, I guess. But wait, I thought Danny Ainge was in with the
Boston.
Celtics.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's been they parted ways for a while, and that's when Brad Stevens, goes from being the coach to being the GM. He replaces Ainge, and Ainge goes out to Utah, and
so he is in Utah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Anyway, so yes, there was a trade. There was a trade, and as you called him, Spida Mitchell, and it's not for a little bit, is it, Keon? That seemed like a pretty good haul right there by the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, the Jazz went ahead and got a lot, and Colin Sexton was somebody that was floating around in free agency,
but 3 first-round picks.
Yeah. And that's what I'm getting to, because you got 2 quality basketball players for right now, and Colin Sexton and Lauri Markkanen, and then on top of that, you get the draft pick. So it's beyond a haul right now. And again, I don't know how it is that Danny Ainge ends up in these trades, but I think he's won that trade. I think it's fair to say, just because of the draft capital he's getting back, and then of course he's got some players where he doesn't have to tank right now or anything like that. You can have a team be semi-competitive as you try and put the thing together.
So yeah, I guess the big question now is who won? Who's better? What team is better right now? You understand what I'm saying? Does it make that big a difference?
It can.
Will the Cleveland Cavaliers now be a contender with Donovan Mitchell?
I think to go to the Eastern Conference Finals, I don't know that Donovan Mitchell puts you in NBA Finals space, but they are now that top 3, top 4 of the Eastern Conference. They had a pretty good run these last couple of years. They've been building, and you can kind of see the bits and pieces where they've drafted really well and gotten quality talent.
So is Danny Ainge are you good at drafting? I mean, Utah good at drafting? Because now you got 3 first-round picks and a couple of players. So will they turn that into something?
I think with Danny Ainge at the helm, they absolutely can. I mean, Danny Ainge is a guy who was able to win a trade where he was able to move on from an aging Kevin Garnett and aging Paul Pierce, traded those guys to the Nets, got some draft picks back, and those picks turned into Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum.
Berg says Danny Ainge wants picks. He wants all the picks for 3 or 4 years out.
That's how he rolls.
Yeah.
Hasn't rolled any championships anywhere yet, has he? Can you give him credit for any championships?
Well, yeah, because he was the general manager when they acquired Kevin Garnett and those Celtics went to the NBA Finals and won. So yeah, he's got.
So now you give him the keys and let him start driving. That's what you do. Fair enough. 888-368-1580. Watermelon says, did I hear that right, guys? Brophy broke their 5-year losing streak. How many unanswered prayers have gone by over the years?
Wow.
That's called snark.
Yeah.
King Kitten says, comparing Northwestern to NAU? Come on, man.
Just the unexpected nature of football. You just every now and then that upset happens when you're not looking for it. And so is it a fair comparison?
And especially on this first weekend, everybody's juiced up. They're all ready to go. Everybody's been in practice games. They've been hitting each other, and they want to go out there now and get it on for real. And a lot of these teams didn't play during 0 week, which is stupid, by the way. 0 week. Now it's the week 1, and they're putting it all together for real now. And NIU, listen, they're coming to Arizona State, and they want to go out there and at least show up and be decent. And you never know what happens. Remember Appalachian State, Michigan. Remember that game. That's like NAU ASU. Keep that in mind.
Speaking of ASU, well, first off, let me just remind everybody, Dan Patrick is a reputable person.
Yes.
Wouldn't you say so?
Yes.
Yeah. And if he says he's got a source, you feel like that source to be a reputable source, right? This is not a guy who plays loose and easy like Toothy Colin Cowherd or somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? No. Dan Patrick is the godfather of sports talk radio. Okay?
Yes.
There is credibility there. Absolute credibility.
100%.
So that's why I am very troubled right now. So he was doing his show there and yesterday, and he says, I had some correspondence with my college football source. We were talking about Urban Meyer. And it said, basically they ended up saying, well, maybe Urban Meyer could maybe go on to Nebraska. Okay, that seems plausible. Mm-hmm. Then he says, my source also said, here's another team to keep an eye out for Urban Meyer. And he made all the guys guess. Nobody got it right. And he said, Arizona State. So basically he's saying it's Nebraska or Arizona State University could end up with Urban Meyer as a coach.
There is a small percentage of people that will say, oh, I don't want him here. And that
I don't want
us.
him here.
And that includes us. But having seen what I've seen in the NFL and having seen what I've seen most lately in sports in general, the Sun Devils will welcome him with open arms. The fan base will be all gaga goo goo that Urban Meyer has come here. And I guarantee
won't even care about them until he's gone.
He won't stay here more than 2 years. He will not stay here more than 2 years.
I'll tell you what, he probably won't stay here more than a year because we got Mill Avenue right there. Then we got downtown Scottsdale. One of those two, if not both, are going to completely ruin the man. I don't know how long this will last, but I'm not kidding you. He is such a colossal bleep bag. I do not want him near ASU. Why do we have to keep accepting the Deshaun Watson moves like the Browns made? Why do we have to keep accepting bad character? And I'd rather ASU sucked than have Urban Meyer. If Urban Meyer is the only way to get good, I say we wait a while.
And you know
because
what?
I want my soul intact. I want to be able to say, yeah, I'm a Sun Devil fan. We've had better years. We'll have better years coming up. But right now, things are a little bit off, but stuff happens. And it's not great what happened with Herm Edwards and the coaches and the violations. Everybody wants to sort of brush those off, including the NCAA. And it's a bad look, and I'm a little shamed and sad about that. But you bring Urban Meyer to town, I'm out. I'm out until he's gone. And then I'm still going to have a bad taste in my mouth. It will give a bad taste in my mouth about Arizona State University's, basically their entire athletic department. And whoever the AD is, whoever is the president of the university, everybody up and down the line, you will put a stain on ASU if you bend over and bring Urban Meyer to town. It'd just be a shame.
Yeah, he should be. He should be. Like, just on paper, you just go through the list of things that Urban Meyer, in just the last calendar year, we're not even going to take into context the greater part of his career because there's plenty of things you can point to there. But just in the last calendar year, the things that he has been involved in, those incidents, that he should be unhireable. We shouldn't even be having a conversation that even starts with Urban Meyer could be
he win football game. He win football game.
And so do plenty of other coaches who don't have to be dirtbags in the process. So the thing is, you have other options who can win you football games. They exist. They're out there.
So here's why. He's won 3 national championships, but at the same time, he's had 31 players arrested during his time in Florida alone.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of there's a lot. I mean, we can't do this. We can't do this. Please tell me. I'm sure you're right, Randy. We're going to be in the minority on this. We are. That we don't want this colossal dickbag to come into town and put a stain on Arizona State University. I think Nebraska will probably jump at the chance that we won't have to worry about it, but that would just crush my soul.
I don't know what to say. I mean, I saw the rumblings too. I was on Twitter for a whole, 90 seconds today. And I saw it and I felt terrible about it. But, remember when they brought in, who was that coach they brought in before wristband guy that went to Hawaii and got tossed out of, who was that?
Todd Graham?
Dennis Erickson. Remember when Dennis Erickson came here? Everybody, oh my God, here comes Dennis Erickson. Oh, we're safe. We're going to win a national championship for sure. And they found out that he was nothing more than a coattail rider. The former regime that was here before Dennis Erickson had built a solid team. He brought in some changes. He recruited some guys. They were good for about exactly 2 seasons and then fell flat on their face, and Erickson was out of here. But I remember them all welcoming, and everywhere Erickson has gone, there's been all sorts of controversy, recruiting violations. Same thing with student body athletes. They all, some of them get in trouble. And the same thing's going to happen with Urban Meyer. All the pomp, hell, they're going to roll out the marching band. Here comes Urban Meyer. We're safe. We're safe. And he'll probably be real damn successful here. And the entire program will be sorry that they brought him here.
It's not worth it. And I know a lot of people listening are like, Jeffrey O'Brien, you're naive. Oh, he should be allowed to work. A man makes mistakes. So everything you could come up with to tell me I'm wrong. I don't care. I just think it'd be horrible. And it would be something that would hurt ASU for way longer than you'd feel good about a W. Bruno Baller says, Jeffrey, would you rather have Oscar Meyer as a head coach? Yes, I would rather have a hot dog in a jacket on the sidelines with a headset. Yeah. Get me that running hot dog from the baseball game. Just let him coach anybody but Urban Meyer.
Kind of feel like you already would have a hot dog if Urban Meyer came here and was coaching the team.
Swazman says Coach Meyer would fit into the ASU culture. That doesn't have to be Swazman. Co-eds in Scottsdale, but I don't agree. Just saying ASU board might hire him. You guys are right.
You know what? And I have this sick feeling when I saw this today. Now let's keep in mind the big picture that I'm thinking of here. USC, UCLA going to moving out of the Pac-12, right? And there's been really no news about ASU or U of A making. I mean, there's been some rumblings and everything. So but imagine if Urban Meyer. Yeah, exactly. You know where I'm going with it. If they bring in Urban Meyer for the one reason to move them into a conference like, I don't know, Big 10, Big 12.
That's sad. But you're right. Look, they got Urban Meyer. Now they're suddenly a contender. Now let's bring them over to the. Oh,
exactly. Exactly.
I'll just affiliate myself with Mesa Community College or something. I don't even know what the mascot is, but that'll be the one I go with. Let's see here. Last Optimist says Urban Meyer had to leave both Florida and Ohio State due to scandal. Scandals have marked his entire career, and that's what we want. Kiss the Cook says if Urban Meyer comes to ASU, there'll be plenty of sucking going on. Urban's favorite play: student body right, student body left.
Oh no.
Wow.
Taco Kenny says Previn Urban, no bueno. Stick to Herm Train. Choo choo. Big George says, yeah, Todd Graham was wristband guy, not Dennis
Todd
Erickson.
Graham.
That was I said Todd Graham. He said Dennis Erickson, so he got it right.
Well,
Big George.
the guy before Todd Graham was Dennis Erickson. Am I wrong?
Right.
I think I'm right, but
Yeah,
I could
that's
be
what
wrong.
Randy was saying. He's saying the guy before wristband guy is what he
Yeah,
said.
Randy got it right.
Yeah.
Tiger Paws says I wouldn't want him even if they had him in a mascot costume. Right. It's just a piece of crap person, man. Natty Daddy says people around the office here don't want Urban Meyer here either. Well, you tell them I said thank you. My soul feels a little lighter now that I'm hearing all you people agree. Boogie says I'll stop watching ASU. Urban Meyer to ASU. No.
Wow.
That's how he typed it. I'm not even kidding.
Wow.
Let's see. Watermelon says, Jeffrey, the NFL or these other organizations will never change as long as people keep watching. There needs to be some sort of organized strike of fans to not watch or contribute money to those organizations. They'll clean up their acts, but it'll never happen. It's just the saddest thing if they actually do make an Urban Meyer type move. And by the way, I'll be sad for Nebraska if they do that. I mean, just soul crushing. But, you know, it's the same thing as all the, you've seen the pictures of these dirt bags in Ohio. One guy with his kid holding a sign that says something, they calling him hoes or something about, you know, the women that accused Deshaun Watson of what he did there. And then his kid with a sign too. And I'm like, that dude should have his kid taken away. And that's the thought process. We want to win games so much. We'll vilify the victims. We'll make into a hero somebody who is a piece of garbage. And then we're going to do that with Urban Meyer here. It'll happen. That's what's going to happen. A lot of ASU students are going to suddenly be thrilled. A lot of boosters are going to be beside themselves because we have to have W's. It's got to be more to life than this, guys. It's just very sad. And of course, I am lamenting something that hasn't happened yet.
True.
I just hope it doesn't. Let's take a break. We'll be back. More of the Daily Blender after this here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Are you wasting money on a timeshare you rarely use? Cancel it with Titan Exit Group. Get a free consultation and see how they can stop the never-ending maintenance fees and mortgage payments. In fact, if your timeshare contract is not terminated, you owe nothing, so you have nothing to lose. But those monthly fees. Get legally released from your timeshare, 100% guaranteed. Call now for your free consultation at 800-200-0894. 800-200-0894.
Everyone, who's manning the front tonight?
Big E's nightclub needs a bouncer with a military background.
Dougie, I need you to keep eyes on the back.
Security who lays down the no when the uns get too intense.
That Swedish DJ duo is back tonight. Y'all remember last time?
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into. And that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month. And that's huge. But it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Hey everybody, Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends over at the Lund Mortgage Team. You know, the Lund Mortgage Team has been doing their thing for over 2 decades in the Valley, helping thousands of people in Arizona save money on their loans, get the best rate. They're mortgage brokers. They can shop it around for you. And now more than ever, it is so important to have a mortgage professional that's been around, that's seen the high rates, low rates, everything in between, because look, there's no sugarcoating what's going on right now. The rates are higher. However, the supply and demand, the whole how many houses are for sale in Arizona and what's going on, it's gone in favor of the buyer now. So if you're going to buy a new home, it is important to go and get that rate. Whatever that rate is, it's not going to be your forever rate. That's important to think about. So lock it in, get the house of your dreams, and move on. But let the people at the Lund Mortgage Team do their job. All the heavy lifting from start to finish. They'll find you the best rate out there. Call 623-875-9940, 623-875-9940, or online, lundmortgage.com.
1580 The Fanatic and at 1580thefanatic.com.
Your home for sports.
David Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. We're getting ready to talk some Diamondbacks baseball and some other sports. And of course, we're going to move on to the NFL. Getting very excited. The wait is almost over. A new football season about to begin. And what better way to make it even more fun than putting a little skin in the game? You know what I'm saying? Put a little something down there on there. And I'll tell you what, $5 as a bet could get you $200. Let me explain. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Use promo code BET1580 and you'll get $200 in free bets instantly. As when you place a $5 bet on any football game. BET1580 is the promo code for this. BET1580 only at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Got to be 21 years or older, Arizona residents only. Gambling problem, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. Bonus issued as free bets. One early win token issued at opt-in. Moneyline bets only. Deposit at wagering restrictions apply. Eligibility and terms at DraftKings.com/football terms. Very excited. Very excited. Uno El Huico Aweo.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't know how to say that in Spanish. Do you know how to say that in Spanish?
No.
1 week away.
Uno Huico El Aweo.
That's kind of my go-to. If I don't know how to say it, I'll just put the L and the O's and stuff and just hope for the best.
Yeah.
Occasionally it works, but not often. Not often. And somebody's going to type out how to say 1 week away. I should probably just Google it because I can't trust the fourth dimension. They'll get me saying all sorts of horrible crap. You know what I mean? I'll end up with all sorts of Mexican FCC fines.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I probably should just go ahead and just do that myself or ask my wife. She's tired of telling me what stuff means in Spanish, though. I ask her, she'll tell me very quickly.
I bet she's not. I bet she's happy.
How do you say this? What? And then she says it slow and it's completely different. And I'm like, well, I'm going to have to write this down. And then she walks away. So she's given up on me.
I don't think so.
King Kenton says there's a body found near Tempe Marketplace this morning. You guys up to any funny business this weekend?
Not us.
Let's just say, has anyone seen Blissful Hayes lately? I'm just kidding. He was just on the text line. I have murdered so few listeners. I mean, I could count on one hand. Okay. So don't worry. I haven't not. Nobody has nothing to worry about with me.
Uh-huh.
Bruno Baller says, was Bruce Snyder the head coach when Jake Plummer was quarterback of ASU?
Huh.
Dear Lord, you want to go further back? That's 90s, right?
Yeah, it was Bruce Snyder.
I think so. Sounds right. I don't know. Boogie says, coaching over the past 18 years, Dirk Cutter, Dennis Erickson, Todd Graham, Herm Edwards. That's the last 18 years. So wherever Snyder fits, it's a ways back. Biscuits and Gravy says, Uno Semana Mas. Uno Semana Mas. Dear God, I hope Semana doesn't.
Sounds about right.
That does sound correct.
Sounds about right.
What do you say?
Is weak.
What if you tell me one more more?
One week more. 1
So
week
make sure
more.
he's not saying Uno Seaman Moss or something.
No,
I'd-
Samana is weak.
kind of stuff I'd fall for.
Believe.
Berg says, yeah, go to the Goog. You're right. I should go to the Goog.
Go to the Goog.
Go to the Goog. Get the Spanish to English translation on the Goog. Good call, Berg. Good call. Blissful Hayes says, wasn't me. I'm okay. Hey, Blissful Hayes, I could use your address. Can you just go ahead and text that in? No reason. None at all. It's been so long since I've killed. Last Optimist says, rumor has it Oregon and Washington have both spoken to the Big Ten about joining with them.
Yeah.
ASU's tried, but they keep getting a busy signal. I think they changed their number. All right, let's talk about something more pleasant than the idea of dirtbag Urban Meyer coming to ASU. God, I just please don't. Boy, was this it was a beating. It was a beating, Randy.
Reality finally struck, did it?
The Phillies looked at their wait a second. We are 73 and 56.
Yes.
These are the Diamondbacks. It's like they went no and beat the hell.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty good whooping, 18-2.
And the pitching was amazing. It just was just like, okay, enough fun. We're done here. Sorry, Diamondbacks. Here's your reality check. Here's your cold bucket of water on the head. Here's us doing here. Watch the old the House of Cards where the president chucked that reporter off in front of a train. Yeah, that's what they just did to us. The Phillies threw us straight into an oncoming train.
Yeah, it's that was a beat down. It's like when you were playing like when I used to play basketball with my dad when I was a kid, and I get close to beating him, and then he'd get serious. It was like that. You win a couple of games, but eventually it's time for the Phillies to get serious. They've got a playoff push to worry about. You know, they've got players who are in the MVP run. Yeah, they're getting serious now.
Took a giant kick to the Lavellos. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
It was just like they took a running start right at it. Wham! Right in between the legs. 18-2.
Yeah. It wasn't pretty, was it?
You had people going, there should be a mercy rule. There should be a mercy rule. My God, that hurt.
We had 6 Phillies who had 6 at bats.
You remember the Bugs Bunny cartoon and those players like they were doing like the conga line, dun 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 dun, and then they kept hitting runs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was the Phillies beating the hell out of the Diamondbacks last night. Dun 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 dun. It was just
18 runs on 22 hits, no errors.
Oh, we had errors. Oh, we had errors.
But the Phillies, their line was 18 runs on 22 hits with no errors. Diamondbacks, 2 runs on
look
8
at you,
hits.
Perdomo. Looking at you, man.
2 errors.
2 errors. Bobbles a grounder to his backhand there, and then he also this throw. It was in the direction of first.
Yeah,
just gone.
See, this is the Diamondbacks that have made me proud all season long, right here. Yeah.
I'm bummed out.
Horrible pitching. We use in an 16-run loss. We use 5 of our pitchers. Look, I think if I'm Torey Lovello, and God help me if I am, but if I'm Torey Lovello, and I'm in a game like this, I'm not using any more of my pitching staff. Yeah, bat boy, grab a glove. You're gonna pitch. You know what I mean?
You're not going to pitch your way out of this, man.
No, you just go out there and lob the ball and let these guys have their way with it.
No, Torey Lovello just sort of forgot about it. And he was sitting there with his remote key trying to start his car. Just blip, 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 blip. Come on, I'm just got to get the hell out of here. Blip, blip. He was already eyes on the parking lot, just like the crowd. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Is this a turning point, or I don't even know what to tell you.
I've already been saying it, Jeffrey, and Big George and Chief Skull. They're all trying to hold out hope for 70 wins, and this is about what I expected the Diamondbacks to do down the stretch here. And I'm surprised they scored as many runs as they did against a good Phillies team. Now they play the Brewers tonight. We'll see what happens next, because I don't anticipate them winning 9 more games. I'm sorry, I just don't.
The thing about it is they just won 6 out of their last 7. All right. And so the momentum, it was looking pretty good there. They beat the Phillies 2 out of 3. They swept the White Sox. They are, out kicking their coverage, as you might say. But, this doesn't mean they can't turn around and hand it to the Brewers. I don't know that they'll get 70, but I still think they'll get 65. And I say there is mathematically a fair chance if they do what they've been doing the last 5 games, they may not win every game, but they could make 70. And I told George, I said, the minute you make me believe this, and I say I believe this, it's not going to happen. So stop trying to talk me into believing it's going to happen.
33 games left. There's 33 games left. And the majority of them down the stretch. And the majority of them down the stretch are against the Dodgers. Here's 3 against the Dodgers. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more against the Dodgers. 8 more games against the Dodgers alone. And then they've got the Astros for 4 games, 2 here and 2 in Houston. And then they've got the Brewers down the stretch in Milwaukee to finish out the season. I mean, if the Diamondbacks make 70, they're going to have to play some good ball down the stretch against some good teams. Okay, you got Rockies in there. There's maybe 3 wins. You maybe get a 4th win off of one of the 3 games against the Padres. I don't anticipate them winning any of these games against the Brewers. I don't anticipate them beating the Dodgers down the stretch here. The Dodgers are a machine right now.
Here's a text at 888-368-1580. Well, hey guys, I'm Tori Lavello, and I love numbers. Don't know what they mean, but I love them. I heard people saying I should stay for a year, so gosh, I celebrated by sitting on my players. Thank you, Kyle G.
I hope they get 70 wins just because Big George and Chief Skull are rooting for them. I hope they do. And they're my team. But God, I hate the fact that Lovello's coming back, and I hate where this team is right now.
Big George says, wow, Randy, ye of little faith, 9 wins in the last 34 is not asking for much. You're asking for a 30% of the games to be won. They've not done that. They're not going to do that. And it's up against teams. It's going to be, you're lucky if they get a game here or there.
Yeah, I mean, like Randy said, the Dodgers, absolutely a machine right now. And then you got the Brewers, who are notably in a pennant race. So you're not going to get a team that's distracted. You're going to get a team that's dialed in because they're trying to catch the St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah.
Taco Kenny says, go dirtbag Dodgers. He didn't say dirtbag. I added it.
Yeah.
Kiss the Cook says the Diamondbacks game last night should be called the contract extension game. Look what you get when you extend somebody's contract. Thank you. That's the thanks you get right there. Let's talk about something that doesn't aggravate us, Randy.
All right.
Can we talk about officiating?
Sure.
That's not aggravating at all.
Now, you played a lot of ball. I don't know how often you've seen a shortstop get tossed, but Brandon Crawford got ejected for arguing with the guy. He's out there, he's in the field, and he's turned around, and I guess he was irked because he had got called out on a check swing in the bottom of the second. So he's John with third base umpire Ryan Blakeney is like, hey, you could see it from where you were. It wasn't a check squeak, basically just give him an earful, and all of a sudden he tosses him. He just tossed him. There was like, I saw the video, and he turned around, he just said a few things, and the next thing you know, he's like, ah! And here's how it was an overreaction. Crawford said a few things, turned away. So it was like he wasn't going at him. He said something, turned, and he didn't even see himself get tossed. Kind of an overreaction there, I think.
Well, maybe. I don't know what was said. I wasn't there, but
he's only been ejected 3 times in his entire career. So this is not something that Crawford, gets.
He doesn't have a history of getting tossed.
This is a super sensitive Ryan Blakeney.
Could be.
Just horrible officiating.
Listen, you argue balls and strikes. You're not gonna make friends with the umpire.
You say 2 words and get tossed. Boy, if I'm the manager, I'm going out there and getting tossed too, because that's
I don't know what he said. So I can't say. If he said something derogatory,
well,
go have a seat in the dugout.
When we come back, Angel Hernandez is back in the news. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
John, what are you doing? Get in my car. Why are you walking to work?
Thanks, man. It's these insanely high gas prices. They are draining my bank account. I can't afford to drive anymore.
Dude, don't walk. Just do what I do because I never pay full price for gas anymore. I use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, you're telling me you get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PAID for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's promo code PAID. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PAID for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PAID.
It's time once again for the Harmon Solar 1580 The Fanatic NFL Fan Pick'em Contest. First prize is $1,580 from Harmon Solar. Second prize, a Zebra e-bike from Hemingway. And $500 third prize from Harmon Solar. Sign up today. Go to 1580thefanatic.com. The Harmon Solar 1580 The Fanatic NFL Fan Pick'em Contest. From your home for the NFL in the Valley. 1580 and 99.3. The Fanatic.
When it comes to covering the high school sports scene in Arizona, AZ Preps 365 has all the answers. Every Saturday morning from 8 until 10, they break down games, interview the newsmakers, talk with coaches from around the state, and stay up to date with what's happening with prep athletes and breaking news from the Arizona prep scene. It's AZ Preps 365, 8 till 10 Saturday mornings on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
Now there are even more reasons to switch to Verizon, the network America relies on.
For real?
Yep, for real. Turn in your old phone and get the new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 free with select 5G unlimited plans.
Definitely switching.
Totally. Everybody's switching to the network America relies on. Verizon. 5G ultra wideband available in select areas. $999.99 device payment purchase with new smartphone line on select 5G unlimited plan required. $200 Verizon e-gift card with Ford. Less $800 trade-in/promo credit applied over 36 months. 0% APR. Trading conditions apply.
For the latest from the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 6 to 8 for the Golf Shop Radio Show, presented by PlayGolfMyrtleBeach.com, the golf capital of the world. Hosts Mark Greenhelch and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're going to love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop here on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
KQFN Tempe.
Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM.
And K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down.
Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 4 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Keon Rose in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale. We got a lot of NFL football to talk about, and we are going to get to that. But first, we were kind of talking baseball a little bit. We were talking about bad officiating, and boy, the doozy of bad officiating, the spokesperson, if you will, Angel Hernandez. Oh my God. We're going to get to that in a moment. Before we do, though, I want to encourage everybody to follow us on the Twitter. It occurs to me that we don't have nearly as many followers as we should have. Now, I got thousands and thousands on Facebook. So what do? I immediately ignore Facebook because I'm bad at social media. And so I don't have that many people on the Twitters because I guess we do it wrong. I don't know what we're doing wrong, but we must be doing something wrong. Don't have a whole lot of followers. So I figure this is a good way to try to encourage you guys to follow us on the Twitters. I'll follow you back as long as you're a real person. Sometimes like the weird salespeople or the hookers end up there, and you're like, no, get out of here. But I'm friendly, and I'm adorable. So I don't know why you're not following Randy and I and Keon. How you got any followers?
Some, but same thing. It's more on Facebook than here. And by here I mean Twitter.
Well, yeah, it's been so many damn years where you just piled up your Facebook peoples, and then there's this Twitter over here, and we showed up. We were told we had to, and we showed up. Hi, here we are. Nobody cares. I don't know why.
I don't know why either. Twitter is a tough place to try and get followers, though. People are very skeptical for some reason.
I'm very clever there quite a bit. I wish you people would pay attention. Randy's hardly ever there, but when he is there, it counts. It matters.
Well, when I log on, I generally just fall right asleep.
I don't know what Keon does on there. I think he's blocked me.
I have not blocked you.
I feel like you've blocked me.
No, I have not blocked you.
Keon, why did you block Jeffrey?
But I haven't blocked Jeffrey.
You don't seem
he
to
hasn't
do much
blocked
on
me.
Twitter,
I
man.
see Keon on there all the time.
Oh,
well, there you go.
So why'd you block me, Keon?
Why'd you block Jeffrey?
I didn't block Jeffrey.
You must have muted me or something.
I see Jeffrey. I did not mute you.
I think you muted me.
Did you mute Jeffrey?
I didn't mute Jeffrey.
Clearly, we don't understand Twitter. So then I was like, okay, well, I'll start pushing the Twitters, right? We tell you our Twitters, and then we find out, well, we're supposed to be on Instagram. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna go back to Facebook. I'm gonna go back to Facebook and forget about everything because I can't keep going to new social media. I don't have attention span for that.
The hell are we supposed to be on the Instagram for?
They put pictures of your food or something.
I had an ex-girlfriend set up an Instagram for me, and I haven't touched it since we broke up. I don't know how to use it. I don't care to use it. I don't know. I still haven't figured out the sports implications of Instagram.
Yeah.
Like I just don't care.
At least Twitter, you got a bunch of people arguing, over things. That's something.
And you like sports,
Instagram,
like, that's exactly where it's going to happen.
Right. I don't need to take pictures of myself all the time. And the people who take pictures of themselves all the time from the same angle and the same thing, and it's just like, if you're really interesting, somebody else would be taking pictures of you. Well, you know what I'm saying? So stop it. Nobody, we didn't forget what you looked like between like 3 hours and now. So I don't know what to do. All I know is we're on the Twitter and,
can't you take pictures of yourself on the Twitter?
I guess you could.
You can
see a lot of that.
Yeah, because it's really just the difference between Twitter and Instagram. Twitter's more for words and Instagram is more for...
Yeah, I see a lot of pictures on the Twitter.
People on the Twitter talk so much bleep, they don't want you to know what they look like.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you people on Twitter want to take a poke at a guy. You know what I mean? So I am at Radio Pal 1580. Randy is at Radio Randy 777. Keon's finally fixed his address. He's now Sports Cloud 1580. That's us. And of course, the station is at 1580 The Fanatic. You guys should follow us. Wouldn't hurt you.
It's completely free.
Who carries the radio station Twitter around? Who does that? Radio Run?
No, it's there's a collection of people who are supposed to be updating it.
A collective.
Yes.
A collective of contributors.
Yeah.
Huh?
So I posted, here's something that you should be following at least me on Twitter for, if nothing else. If you follow me, you better follow these other guys. I'm going to be cross. But they're a little man talk thing real quick. We'll get back to baseball. But you ever you think this is going to be great? I'm going to do something and it's going to be great. And it's going to be funny. And I don't even care if I get in trouble. In fact, it cracks you up so much that you're probably going to be in trouble, and it makes it funnier. It's a man thing. Women will never understand this.
Are you talking about the store with the S light out? And you said this is where they bought your mom at the hose store.
It was the Shoe Depot, and the S was out, and I'm like, here's where they found your mom. No, it's not that one. It's not that one.
Right.
So it's a video. You can go there and see it. There's a video. There's this guy in Ireland, because of course he's Irish, and it's his wife's birthday, and he just thinks it's the funniest thing. And he says, cover your eyes, and then he opens the door. He's like, I got a birthday surprise inside for you. So she's like, oh, I'm very excited, and opens the door, and he's like, see, and there's 2 wild crows flying around inside the house there. He's like, I couldn't get you doves, I got you crows. And she starts dropping some F-bombs, so make sure the sound is not too loud if you're at work when you watch this. But the look on her face, and she's like, yeah, I can't repeat it, but yeah, that is classic. It's classic guy thing, and he's giggling like crazy, like he knows he's in trouble, but he can't help himself. That is a very man thing to do right there. So yeah, go to Radio Pal 1580 and you can see that video. That guy, I don't know, is that man card accreditation, or is it just dumb man got to do what a dumb man got to do?
I think it's dumb man got to do what a dumb man got to do. Be honest with you.
I've had that giggle myself.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I have done things and giggled while it was happening myself.
Yeah.
To a face that was much like this woman's right here. So I understand that compulsion. You're poking the bear and you can't help yourself.
Yeah, I mean, because he definitely made her life just a little bit harder. I mean, these birds are not going to not crap everywhere in the house.
Giant crows.
They're big. Yeah.
It seemed like she had decorated the house kind of nice. You know what I mean? It was kind of nice in there.
It was kind of nice, yeah.
And then the crows get up on the chandelier and he starts playing with the light. You got to watch this video. It just cracks me up. Anyways, there's a good reason to follow us on the Twitters, because occasionally Keon will say something brilliant about sports. I'll post up something funny or something man card related or just whatever. And like a comment that comes around every 100 years, Randy will post.
Yeah, occasionally.
You probably should get on there a little more. I'm just saying.
I just don't know what the hell to say, to be honest with you.
Just say whatever is on your mind. Listen, I bet, Randy, if you just like discipline yourself enough. So if I'm walking
down the hallway in the nighttime and one of Cecil's chew bones is out and I step on it and I should whip out my phone real quick.
Yes.
And dear diary, I just stubbed the hell out of my toe on Cecil's bone.
Well, you don't say dear diary. You say, son of a bitch, and then take a picture of the bone you stepped on and said, I just stepped on that thing. And everybody's going to they'll get a good laugh.
Well, Miss Kim's going to have to sew all sorts of pockets in my underwear then, so I could carry my phone with me at all times.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah. Or you just go back to it and just do it when you get to the phone.
Well,
I don't have all the answers.
Literally,
I'm bad at social media.
You know, it's interesting. You know, when people take pictures of their food, they're usually taking pictures of food that they purchased, which is why that's not interesting. But Randy smokes meat and cooks various good food. That is interesting because he made the food.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you something, Randy White. Everyone wants to see your meat on Twitter.
I don't know about it. I've posted
Everybody wants to get an eye full of your meat.
I have posted a few shots of my creations, and I got very little response. I don't think anybody wants to see my meat.
No, everybody, if you do it consistently, people are like, ooh. And they're like, hey, everybody, let's go to Twitter. We can see Randy White's meat. And then they're going to be, you can start a club, look at my meat club or something. Grill Master General. Give yourself a nifty nickname like I just gave you.
And a really cool hashtag. Just
hashtag Randy's meat.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I don't know.
I'll take that under consideration.
Just saying, me, Snark, Keon, sports knowledge, Randy, look at that meat.
Well, thank you.
Hefty Lefty says, Captain Andrew Luck used to tweet like it was his diary. Well, that's different. And then he retired and there went that fun, right? King Kitten says, all the girls are shaking their butts on Instagram. Well, they all went to TikTok. I don't need to see pictures of girls shaking their butts. I'm a happily married man. Should we be shaking our butts on Twitter?
I don't think so. No. I mean, you
I
can't
have
if you
a bad
want to.
back. I don't think I could get in that position with my camera to show my butt.
Right now, I'm trying to see if I can twerk. Hold on. It's very.
It's
kind of slow.
Is there a mirror near you?
Is your whole body supposed to move when you twerk? Because I feel like I'm
not particularly.
I thought twerk was some sort of a mental condition.
I sped it up. Is this working? I can't. Well, you can't see. You can't. Everything's moving.
No, and I'm actually okay not seeing. Look,
Now I'm
if
exhausted.
If you're not sure if you can do it, you can't do it.
Don't ever underestimate me, Keelan.
I really want to underestimate you in this very one specific thing, which is you twerking. I want it to be true. My underestimating of you.
Be in the studio next week. Maybe we should both twerk for
Yeah.
for Keon.
We just don't have.
how to twerk.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to do it. Look, what?
I feel like I look like Kermit the Frog a little bit right now. I don't know if it's working. It's very tiring to try to twerk.
Yeah. Wonder what Izzy
Maybe
would
if we
say
twerk,
if he saw,
Randy.
if Izzy saw all three of us twerking. Wonder what would happen then.
He'd quit. He'd be like, it's too weird. I grew up Christian. I'm out. Just gotta go. Praise Jesus. You guys are going to hell. Bye. Boogie says, I want to see Randy's meat. See? Told you it would work, Randy.
Boogie!
Big George says, Randy, I want to see your meat. I love when you post stuff on Twitter. I try to like all your posts. Yeah, you should also try Wordle. Hey, take about 50% off, George.
No.
Stop it with Wordle. Stop it.
A, I don't know what the hell that is. B, I do not have any interest in doing a crossword puzzle on Twitter.
Heavy Metal Maniac says, hey, guys, all Circle K's in Phoenix from now until 6, giving 40 cents off a gallon of gas. I just got mine. Well, that's cool. Why are they doing that? All right.
Damn,
Well,
I filled up earlier today.
good luck in line at any neighborhood Circle K trying to get that discount. I bet the lines are going to be around the block, but hey, if you can get it, it's good to go. Get some 40 cents off. That's not bad at all. Berg says, I had a group about 10 of us around the country who posted about food they cooked as the Meat Brothers, but that hasn't happened in a while. Yeah, I joined that group, but nobody ever did anything, Berg. At least I don't think so. I'm bad at social
Berg,
media.
maybe if you'd quit getting the brain cancer, that the group would be better.
Can I just tell you, I am so tired of you getting brain cancer, Berg. Seriously. We get it. All right. Knock it off. 888-368-1580. Hefty Lefty says, hashtag grilling meat, touching feet. What? No. What's with the touching feet thing?
I never do that. I don't grill the meat with my feet.
I mean, my meat has touched my feet, but that's none of your damn business, Hefty Lefty. What? Just me? All right. Swazman says, hey, Jeffrey, I am picked to win League 2, Blender League. Well, I'm picked to win the Premier League, but those assessments don't mean much, Swaz. He says, we'll see, but I do think I did a good job drafting at spot 9 out of 10. Are you actually playing with us? For the 100th time? No. So what happens in every one of our daily Blender Leagues, I am the commissioner, and then there's a person who co-owns that team. They're the real opponent. I have nothing to do with any play in any league but the Premier League because I just don't have the attention span. Although I do kind of want to join a league so I can beat Boogie. That is true. I have not beaten Boogie at fantasy football because he was in the Premier League so brief. He was there long enough to win a championship, and then he just lost the next year badly, and then he was gone. So I might try to insert myself into his league. What?
Phrasing?
Into his league.
Is that what they're calling it nowadays?
Why you got to make this dirty?
I didn't.
Why-
You're
why?
the one that said you wanted to insert yourself into his league. Is that what they're calling it nowadays, Jeffrey? I'm just trying to help you out.
I'm literally saying, okay, I will
You're
play.
my pal. I got your 6. I am just trying to help you out.
You're not
Live
helping.
radio.
I will put myself into the league that Boogie is in next season.
You're going to put yourself into Boogie's league again?
No, I didn't even say that. You're
Phrasing.
twisting my words.
No, you just said it. Phrasing, man.
I didn't say nothing about meat. Radio Ron says, I heard it's National Gas Day, but don't you think you can get that from Circle K if you just go in and buy one of their hot dogs? Hello. If you're buying a hot dog at a gas station, may God have mercy on your soul.
You're getting exactly what you paid for. Sometimes more than what you paid for.
Berg says he's pretty sick and tired of him getting the brain cancer too. Yeah, I hear you, buddy.
Clean it up, Berg.
Boomer Sooner says, got my 45 cents off per gallon. People don't read signs clearly marked enter exit. People already honking horns at each other. Yeah, I know, Boomer Sooner. People, Who's going to disagree with me when I tell you that humanity is a failed experiment? I'll wait.
Holy crap.
Fecal Miss says Boogie has a nice firm league. It's a little bit loose, actually. Mr. Pink Eye says, Randy, just post pictures of your dogs and you get a bunch of followers. People like cat and dog posts.
Really? Well, Cecil the Wonder Dog, he had his own Instagram. He's not here right
he's
now.
gone.
He had his own Instagram for a little while, and then I got tired of taking pictures of him.
Cecil's outside checking out the bitches. Neighborhood dogs. It's not, I didn't say nothing wrong. Hefty Lefty says, if you buy a hot dog at a gas station, you either work construction or landscaping. Big George says, Berg, unlike the rest of the guys, I am not sick of your brain cancer. Jesus, George, you want him to have brain cancer?
Wow, George.
That got dark.
Yeah.
What the hell, George?
What are you doing, George?
Says, I am not sick of your brain cancer.
Wow. You want him to keep suffering? Is that it? Is that it, Big George? Wow.
Big George got to have it in for a Berg or something.
I guess. Wow.
He goes on to say, okay, no, it's fine. He says, I'm not sick of your brain cancer. I hope you get better and beat this cancer. I'll eat another ketchup hot dog for you when you're officially cancer-free. You missed the point, George? We're sick of him having the damn brain cancer because we don't want him to have brain cancer.
Yeah.
We're not like tired of hearing him complain because guess what? He's not complaining. He's fighting like a sumbitch.
Yeah.
And not only is he fighting the brain cancer, Big George, he's also running a charity that helps raise money to help other people with brain cancer.
Yep.
Try to keep up, George. It's a Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Meet Boost, the fizzing amazing vitamin boost that turn your H2O into H2O, so you feel like
I like to boost it. My vitamins get boosted. I like to boost it. We like to boost it.
because it's not just vitamins, it's Boost, the fizzing amazing vitamin boost.
Find Boost, the vitamin boosts, at CVS or CVS.com and give yourself a boost with Boost.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again.
Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill.
I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Upside, the free app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back just for buying the gas I was going to buy anyway.
But is it a hassle to use?
No, it's super fast and easy, and I can cash out whenever I want.
That's a total no-brainer. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code HEAT for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's promo code HEAT. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code HEAT for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code HEAT.
Business people like it straight and to the point. So here it is. Bruce Jacobs here to tell you take control of your utility expenses by calling Harmon Solar right now. They can save up to 80% on that monthly electric bill with zero down and no payments for 12 months. Level your energy costs. Protect yourself from inflation. How's that for straight and to the point? Here's more. Harmon Solar is a local family-owned company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar 800-281-3189 or go to harmonsolar.com.
If you're an IT professional looking for an opportunity with great benefits and the freedom to creatively solve problems in a career with great growth potential and a team environment, look no further than Affinity Technology. Serving the Valley since 1992, Affinity Technology is looking for a level 1 tech to develop and deliver excellent solutions and outstanding customer service. Visit atechaz.com/jobs and get started with your future today. That's atechaz.com/jobs.
Remember last year when you wanted to hear that NFL matchup, but you couldn't because you were at your nephew's birthday party and the Fanatic couldn't stream the NFL on their app? Didn't that suck?
Well, those days are over, pal. Now you can listen live to every primetime NFL game on the Fanatic app. Download the app now at the Google Play Store or the App Store, or at 1580thefanatic.com.
Welcome to the Thursday edition of the Daily Blender here in the 4 o'clock hour. Just a couple of couple of housekeeping items to take care of. First of all, about an hour and a half.
Housekeeping.
Room
service.
Come back late. I'm naked. Come back later, please.
Housekeeping.
Come back. Please come back later.
Housekeeping.
Ken, will you take care? Take care of them. FanDuel wants you to be ready for game day when college football kicks off, which is happening actually tonight because ASU is taking on NAU at Sun Devil Stadium. And right now, new customers can get $150 in free bets guaranteed for week one. Just place a $5 bet and you could get $150 in free bets, win or lose. Now, I already placed my bet. I am saying that ASU will not cover the 24.5. ASU will not cover the 24.5. So I put $1 on NAU to ruin that. You could try a same game parlay. I also put $1 down on an MLB same game parlay. They've got same game parlays laid out for you. You don't even have to think about it if you don't want to. Or you can build your own. Or perhaps maybe you do a same game parlay plus between a college football game and a baseball game. You see that all this is happening on America's #1 sports book. The app is easy to use. They're always hooking you up with great odds. And when you win, you get paid fast. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today and sign up with my promo code Randy1580. Place that $5 bet. Get $150 in free bets guaranteed to kick off the college football season. That's promo code Randy1580. Keon, did the housekeeping lady, did she give you a hard time?
No, she was very polite, but really clingy.
Yeah. 21 and older, present in Arizona. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. Jeffco.
So I was just about ready to talk about Angel Hernandez. We will, because this is one of those things where it's almost unbelievable.
Yeah.
But this just came in from JagDog, and that just cuts to the front of the line. He says, "Oh my God, this guy's an idiot." And here's the news story that just came out. Arizona Cardinals Antonio Hamilton is now on the NFI list after a cooking accident.
Oh no. What happened?
I guess he was working there in the kitchen and
spilled hot oil on himself.
Yeah. What the hell are you cooking in your kitchen with hot oil? We were just talking about bad pitcher injuries.
And I saw the burns too, because he took a picture from his hospital bed.
Hospital bed?
That doesn't look good.
Hospital bed?
Well, yeah, he burned himself severely.
Where?
His legs and feet.
Oh my God.
It's gonna be that kind of year, isn't it, Randy?
Boy, I think my heart just stopped for a second.
Yeah, Berg says, "Damn you, Big George." Yeah, Big George. Randy's chuckle says, "Oh, great. So who's dying in Big George's history today?" Big George has clarified, though. He is clarified. He's like, when he says he's not sick of cancer, what he meant was he wants Berg to be cancer-free too. Although Keon has remained eerily silent about all this. He wouldn't eat the ketchup hot dog to help Berg fight cancer. Now he doesn't want to back Jeffrey and Randy in stating that he wants the cancer to go away for the Berg.
I'm pretty sure I did say exactly what they said.
Sounds like Big George is trying to move that blame. He's going to shift that blame right over to Keon.
You see what you're doing? It's very, very lawyer-like of you.
Classic misdirection.
Yep.
Because I would like the Berg, in fact, to be cancer-free.
Mm-hmm. So eat a hot dog maybe with some ketchup on it.
Ketchup on it.
And Radio Ron says if you get it from Circle K, you can also save money on gas.
Two birds, one stone.
Optimist says, "Sorry guys, no Facebook, no Twitters for me. Too much toxicity. You can be the change you want to be in the world." Last Optimist. That's too much for me. Silly Rabbit says, "Hey, housekeeping was just trying to get in to see Randy's meat. That's all that's going on there."
Hey,
everybody wants to see Randy's meat.
Hey,
Blissful Hayes says, So what was he cooking drugs in his meth lab? Why would you go there, Blissful Hayes? There's a dude just cooking in his kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
Wonder what he was making with hot grease. And
Oh,
how did he?
Probably
Drugs
crystal
with,
meth.
with oil. You
I don't know how it's
cook food
made,
with
so I
oil.
You don't do meth with oil, do you?
I didn't take
think that-
Mr. White's class in chemistry, so I don't know how it's made.
I never taught chemistry in my entire life. Why are you implying that I was part of this?
Well, I meant
scheme?
Walter White. Isn't that the name of the character in
That is
Breaking
the- yeah,
Bad?
Yep.
No. No.
Hefty Lefty. Oh, those are the pictures. Oh God. Ow. Ooh. Ow. Oh.
He'll never look good in a bikini again, will he?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't think he was going to begin with. Last Optimist says, don't touch the fries in hot fat. It hurts really bad. And so does skin grafts. Ding, fries are done.
Ding, fries are done.
Boogie says, why does Keon want Berg to die still? Jeez.
Yeah. Keon
that's-
doesn't.
Wow. That's very dark. And no, I don't want him to.
Well, I've never seen you eat a hot dog with ketchup on it, so I don't know
No.
if we can make that case for you.
There is that.
Well, if that's the only reason.
You know
Can
what
we
we
get
have
back-
to do? We've got to bring a package of hot dogs to the station with some ketchup. And there he
Microwave
has.
them.
Yeah, he just has absolutely no excuse then. It's just right there for him.
Yeah. He's not going to
Okay.
argue with that because he's
Yeah,
like,
no.
free lunch. Why not?
Yes,
Let's
yeah.
do this.
Mhm.
Bala 51 says, nothing like a good meat missile with ketchup, onions, and relish.
Hold the onions for me, please.
Yeah, no onions. Ugh. Ugh. And relish is a little bit unholy, but I'll have it. All right, can we get back to bad officiating? Angel Hernandez,
Yes.
remember he sued back in 2017 saying he was discriminated against because he never got to be in the World Series
Right.
since 2005,
Yeah.
and he never got to be crew chief. And Major League Baseball said, no. It has nothing to do with the color of your skin or your nationality. It's just you suck at being an umpire.
Yeah.
And they gave what they called a scintilla of evidence. And I'm sorry, I got that wrong. They said Hernandez has not presented and the record does not contain a scintilla of evidence that the Major League Baseball actions were based on race or national origin. They just basically say, Angel Hernandez, you suck, and we do not like you. So
Angel
Hernandez, you stink. Why is he still in there? Major League Baseball said, remember Joe Torre was chief baseball officer. He said, they wanted to give him a chance, but he did so badly. You couldn't be confident that he would do his job right. And he just, all these instances, I'm not going to list them all over and over and over where he did bad calls, would not to admit to bad calls, would not overturn calls that needed to be overturned. And they even saw one time he threw his headset when a video review overturned one of his calls. That was like 2014. He misapplied a substitution rule that led to a 14-minute delay in protest in a game in 2019. And then other things he should not be doing, like, asking Cincinnati Reds pitcher Homer Bailey to autograph 11 baseballs after he pitched a no-hitter in 2012.
Jeez.
So many things. A mountain of evidence that he is a bad umpire. And as Major League Baseball says, Hernandez has not produced a scintilla of evidence to show that it was any sort of discrimination. Why is this man still employed?
The only thing I could think of is because the union, the umpires union covers him.
You realize this reflects so badly on the union. It reflects so badly just on baseball in general that he gets to continue to exist. You would think that the union would finally say, I think we've had enough.
I don't know. As long as he's paying his dues, he is afforded the luxury of having union representation.
Here's the beauty of that, Randy. You get him out of the baseball, someone else has got to take his place, and they will pay dues.
Well, I'm not saying it's about money or dues. I'm saying it's about the responsibility of the union. As I understand it, unless he does something so asinine that he breaks a law or something along those lines, he is afforded the representation by the union.
Representation is one thing. Blind loyalty to the point of dishonesty is another.
I don't know that they're being blindly loyal. I'm telling you, that's the way the union works. Unless you do something so asinine.
He's done so many asinine things. I have just given you a small, teeny little tip of the iceberg of what Major League Baseball has presented to the judge in the case, the discrimination case. I haven't even, I only, look, I highlighted that much.
Yeah.
That's a lot of highlighting, but
Yeah.
look how much I didn't highlight.
So I know somebody who works in a union, and he is a part of a union, and it's one of the biggest unions in the country. And he is always talking about employees that get away with they show up late, they're never prepared, they don't do their job correctly, but because they haven't screwed up and hasn't cost the company any sort of major damage or any loss of limb or life, the union continually represents him, and therefore he still works for this company.
But Angel Hernandez has put a complete stain on officiating.
I get it.
Here's
I get
more.
what you're
Here's
saying.
more. Can I read
get
some
what
more?
Yeah, please.
Hernandez has been quick to eject managers, which inflames on-field tensions rather than issue warnings that potentially could diffuse those situations. He's also failed to communicate with other umpires on his crew, which has resulted in confusion on the field and unnecessary game delays. For years, Hernandez has refused to admit the calls that were made were incorrect. Instead, attempts to blame the quality of the replay equipment.
Yeah,
I can keep going, but you guys know, everybody knows.
This is up to Major League Baseball then to say we've got a strong enough grievance that we can fire him. And if the union comes for us, here's our mountain of evidence that we are using in this suit. We should use it to fire him because he is the face of bad officiating, not just in baseball, in sports.
And I agree with you 100%, Keon, but until Major League Baseball gets to that point where they want to spend the time, and believe me, it will take time. It won't take months. It'll take years to remove Angel Hernandez from the umpiring union.
Blissel Hayes makes a good point. He says, other than the 58 pages of evidence that Angel Hernandez is a terrible umpire, what other evidence does Major League Baseball have that he sucks at his job?
I have nothing but agreement with all of you and all of your comments. But I'm telling
he
you right
needed
now,
59 pages, Blissel Hayes.
I'm
He
telling
needed 59.
I am telling you right now, it is a union against Major League Baseball situation.
I'm saying it would be worth the trouble to drag it out. At least have a mark of this is as bad as you're allowed to be at this job before we make your life hell. And we go through years of court with you having to fight for your job. We're going to make it hell for you. At least have that. At least Angel Hernandez be the line.
But he won't be doing the fighting. See what I mean? It'll
That's
be
true.
Union. The union lawyers will be doing the fighting. I know it's back-asswards, right?
This is just sad. It's just sad.
You're 100% right.
There's got to be some balance, but I guess we're not going to find it right now. 888-368-1580. Twitty says, hey, fellas, if you're going to bring a load of hot dogs to work so Keon can eat one with ketchup, you might as well try the hot dog straw and beer thing like that guy in New York City.
No.
No. No.
No way.
You know what,
Not
Twitty,
that adventurous.
Twitty, you just got yourself a 2-minute penalty.
Yeah,
You're in the
yeah.
box for 2 minutes. Do not text again until 3:38, please. That's how much we are against that idea. How dare you, sir? How dare you?
How dare you?
Natty Daddy said, would be ashamed of her. He says, hey, it'd be a shame if Hernandez had an accident. What are you trying to say, Natty Daddy? Kyle G says the NFLPA just went to bat for Watson. You really think the umpire union's not going to fight for Angel because he hasn't done anything illegal?
Case in point. Thank you very much.
Yeah, improper. Trying to get that guy to sign 11 baseballs for him after the no hitter. That's not illegal, but it's very improper.
Is there a rule against that?
I don't know. It's a good question. But it was enough where Major League Baseball felt like they needed to put that in the mix just to show that he's kind of a garbage umpire. So.
Listen, I agree with you 110%. I've been on several different events using media credentials. I wouldn't even think of going up on, for example, a NASCAR championship weekend, elbowing my way into victory lane and going up to the NASCAR newly crowned champion and say, "Hey, you mind signing all this paraphernalia for me?" And I'm wearing a big media pass. It wouldn't even enter my mind to do that. And yet Angel Hernandez has got the balls to walk into a clubhouse.
No, he had 11 of them.
11 balls, exactly what I was going with, and a Sharpie. Hey, you mind signing those for me? And then probably turned around and sold them at a profit.
Got to find Angel Hernandez eBay, sign up.
Yep,
Angel Hernandez, you stink.
Yeah.
All right, let's change the subject to something else. We're gonna move on to football because I'm just sickened.
It's time to move on to football.
Can people pump their damn brakes a bit though on the whole Amazon Prime thing? They're releasing the numbers and they're saying that only 1 million people watched the Amazon Prime NFL debut. It was a preseason game.
Yeah,
nobody's going to go out of their way to watch a preseason game on the Amazon. Everybody's got the Amazon. If you need the Amazon, you click on the Amazon. Nobody needs to watch a preseason game. So
that's true. Yeah.
1 million people. So I'm guessing half of it was fans from either side of the field. You know what I'm saying? It was just Packers and Chiefs. And so Packers fans, probably 500,000. Chiefs fans, 500,000. Nobody else cared. So don't try to push a narrative that, oh my God, Amazon's failing. Oh no, but there hasn't even been, trust me, when Thursday Night Football is on, if it's a good matchup, numbers are going to be just fine.
Yeah.
I mean, the NFL is the highest rated show on every TV network. I think that Amazon, when they have a matchup that people care about, regular season games that count, then they'll be fine. They'll be perfectly fine.
Did we ever figure out, is it going to still be on the NFL Network and Amazon, or is it only on Amazon? I was under the impression it was going to be exclusive. And I'm sorry, I was wrong. It was 49ers Texans that was on Amazon. They got the million. So,
well, first of all, it's 49ers Texans. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Even less people give a crap.
Right. Right. That's my point.
So we should be saying, hey, a million people. Not bad. Well done.
And it was a preseason game. I have watched a total of 2 quarters of preseason football. If you roll together all of what I've watched so far, I've watched a total of 2 quarters. And it was only because I was interested in just seeing what the team was doing at the time, and there was nothing else on.
I've watched 0% of the preseason except for a few minutes when my wife was like, "Oh, you got to put that up on the screen." That was it. Maybe I saw a couple of minutes of, good God, maybe the Colts, maybe in a replay or something. I just saw a couple of minutes and I just went back to my life.
I watched, I think, a quarter of the Titans Cards game because I wanted to see that the quarterback for the Titans, Malik Willis. Yeah, Willis out of Liberty.
How do you do?
Oh, he was amazing.
Doesn't matter. It's preseason.
Well, I know, but it was amazing. It was incredible. And the speed that kid possesses. Wow. Whew. I mean, if they keep developing him and they give him an opportunity, I think he's going to be something.
So did you find out the answer? Is it only on Amazon?
It is only on Amazon.
Well, we're going to find out what people are made of when it comes to Thursday Night Football. And I guess the next thing we got to look at is the matchups. Will the matchups be enough? What matchup is going to be enough to have you say, all right, fine, I'll pay the money. What is it? I don't even know what Amazon Prime costs right now. I know we pay it like yearly or something, but if you probably like $10 a month or something. I don't know. Maybe $12 a month. Whatever it is, you also get free shipping on some things. Just saying. That's everybody. The excuse that people give themselves for paying the Amazon is, well, we get free shipping, and then we got all this free entertainment over here. So whatever works for you. But I think you'll see there will be some football fans signing up. Just going to take the right matchup to do it. All right, we got to take a break. We come back. It's all football all the time. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Meet Boost, the fizzing amazing vitamin boost that turn your H2O into H2O so you feel like.
I like to boost it. My vitamins can boost it. I like to boost it. We like to boost it.
Because it's not just vitamins, it's Boost, the fizzing amazing vitamin boost.
Find Boost, the vitamin boosts, at CVS or CVS.com and give yourself a boost with Boost.
If you're an IT professional looking for an opportunity with great benefits and the freedom to creatively solve problems in a career with great growth potential and a team environment, look no further than Affinity Technology. Serving the Valley since 1992, Affinity Technology is looking for a level 1 tech to develop and deliver excellent solutions and outstanding customer service. Visit atechaz.com/jobs and get started with your future today. That's atechaz.com/jobs.
What's better than the long weekend? Kohl's budget boosting deals on denim. I got myself jeans for $19.99, 40% off Levi's for my son. Even my husband found a pair for 30% off. Plus, because I spent over $25, I got $10 off and earned Kohl's cash. More style, more savings. Kohl's. Select styles. Offers end September 5th. Levi's coupons do not apply. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
NASCAR Championship Weekend is back at Phoenix Raceway. Drivers will put it all on the line to claim NASCAR greatness. The Truck Series Championship kicked things off Friday night under the lights. We're going to tear it up tonight. Followed by an action-packed Saturday, where fans will witness an ARCA and Xfinity Series Championship doubleheader. Yes! Don't miss out on the action November 4th and 5th. Get your tickets now for NASCAR Championship Weekend at PhoenixRaceway.com or call 866-408-RACE.
Hey everybody, it's Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends over at the Lund Mortgage Team. For years, I've been telling you about refinancing, new home loans, all the great stuff that the Lund Mortgage Team can help you with from start to finish. Now, things have gotten a little crazy, right? The rates are bouncing all over the place. Now they're officially higher than they've been in a long time. And now more than ever, I think it's important to have a mortgage professional that has been there, done that. Any Yahoo can sell you a mortgage when it's 2.75%. Those people are going away. The real professionals are the ones that are staying in business and helping their clients through this kind of tough time out there as far as mortgage rates are concerned. Those people are the Lund Mortgage Team. Matt Oliver, Lisa Lund, they've owned this team for a long time, over 2 decades in the Valley. They are the best in the business, and they will walk you through the process, whether it's refinancing now or probably more importantly, a new home loan. Let them do all the heavy lifting for you. Call today, 623-875-9940. That's 623-875-9940 or online, lundmortgage.com.
The most important event in sports could happen at any time.
Like right now,
Or right now.
or even now.
Don't miss history. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or at 1580thefanatic.com.
David Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic, and guess what?
What?
Manning Cast is coming back.
Okay.
That's good.
Did you not like the Manning Cast? I enjoyed it.
It depended on the matchup. If it was something I wanted to focus on, then watch the main broadcast. But for some of those crappier games, you get the Manning Cast going.
I hate Steve Levy so much I can't.
Oh, I
could just hang out with the Manning brothers and watch. I just did that. Steve Levy's not going to be on the Monday Night Football again, is he? Who's on the Monday Night Football? Please tell me he's not back.
I think he is, because the last 2 Monday Night Footballs they've had, Levy and his.
It'd be a shame if he and Angel Hernandez had an accident.
It would be a shame.
Angel Hernandez, you stink.
Yeah.
Blissful Hayes says Angel Hernandez has 11 balls. What was it? No, I'm not. It was not elephantitis. He just had him in this car.
Yeah.
Ukla says maybe they ought to introduce Angel to one of the Clintons, and then he'll get Epstein in his own cell.
Could be.
Hefty Lefty says Hernandez was probably going to use those balls next time the pitcher played and cycled them into the game. Then he would eject the pitcher for doctoring the balls. Sounds like Angel. Swazman says, hey, remember Joe Bugle, Cardinals coach back in the day?
Yeah.
4-0 preseason, Rosenbach quarterback. I think the Cards were 6-10. Point is, preseason's pointless other than figuring out which scrub is actually going to make it.
Yeah.
Absolutely right.
So
Been saying that.
You want the good news or the bad news? Because we forgot something crucial about the Monday Night Football.
Oh, God, no. I've blocked it out of my mind, but I think I know what you're about to say.
The good
Shut
news,
the
no
fuck
Steve
up.
Levy, but yeah, the bad news is Joe Buck and Troy Aikman have ascended to our to the Monday Night Football throne, and they'll be ruining life for all of us.
The Manning cast will have the highest ratings they've ever seen because nobody wants to hear Joe Buck. So we're all going to tune in to the Manning cast on the ESPN2 or Plus or whatever it is you get. Oh, dear God. Who would you rather have to sit and listen to, Steve Levy or Joe Buck? I almost think I'd rather hear Joe Buck.
Yeah, I was just going to say Joe Buck.
And all of a sudden, it's like, you know what? Give him the Hall of Fame broadcaster. Give him the jacket. Anything but Steve Levy.
Yeah, I guess I have to say Joe Buck. At least Joe Buck doesn't make me feel dumb. Like Steve Levy, even though he's not saying anything smarter,
he's very
saying
smug.
He's very smug. He's saying it to you like you're an idiot. I just very off-putting how he says words.
I do got to know, Tuck, when you sent the text in, is that a misspelling or is that he called him Buck and Ailman? You know, he does always look like he's got a cold or at least allergies. You know what I mean? His nose is always red, like something's wrong. Mr. Pringle says Mute has been broadcasting my sports on TV for the last 5 years and is bliss.
Yeah, I bet it is.
That's a good point. Well, I like the Manning cast. I understand what you mean, though. Sometimes they're not focused on the game, and you know, if it's a good matchup, gonna have to turn it over and listen to the play-by-play. You know, you want to be able, because also they're cutting away, and the screen is just small, and they're not really following the action, and then you get, you know, sort of distracted and you miss stuff. You know, so yeah, for a really good game, I'll tune it over. Rainy City Bitch Pigeon says, wouldn't it be cool air for Monday Night Football? They could have a local broadcast team go national for one night. That's
I think you can do that if you use the NFL app. I think you can go either you know, one team or other local broadcast team
on the Monday Night Football. So it's either Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, or it's one of the two local broadcasts, you know,
But,
for the teams.
I
I
mean,
think they did that on Sirius XM too.
You should be listening to us because
Yeah.
we carry the Monday night, Thursday
Kurt
night,
Warner.
Sunday night. Yeah, we've got it all.
Kevin Harlan.
Yeah.
Way better than local broadcasts, I think. Well, whatever the case, that's what's happening for Monday Night Football. I had shut it out of my mind about Joe
I
Buck.
completely forgot too, because you said it and then I Googled it and went, oh no.
We all did that
No.
sort of, you know, we went into a fugue football state to just try to not think about it.
We haven't thought. I mean, that broke in May. We haven't thought about it in the entire summer,
Months.
basically.
Yeah. Months.
It's kind of like when now you've been here for a year. We do the same thing about the heat. As soon as it cools down, we shut it out of our head. We don't even think about it. It's
that's
just
true.
same thing as that horrible news.
That's a good point. Yep, that's what we do.
Tuck says fake news, Randy.
What's that?
I don't know.
The NFL.com?
Yeah,
If
I
you
guess that must be it.
Huh? Why don't I don't think so. I thought you could listen to the home radio or away radio. I
think you do that with Sirius XM, but I don't know about on TV. Bala 51 says, I think American commentators need to take about 25% off here. They could learn a thing or two from watching EPL or Euro Golf Channel commentators. They don't actually talk every second they're on air, and they let the game take center stage instead of making it all about them. Where are you from, Bala? You un-American person? Getting my
I don't know, maybe they just like to watch European sports.
Getting my hair up on the back of my neck there, Bala. Some un-American talk you got right there. But I understand. But let's not make this like an international incident. To be fair, Euro golf is boring as bleep, and so is soccer. So nobody can talk for that long without a pause. Those games are ridiculous. In golf, ugh. It says born and raised right here in Arizona. I like
And
to
yet
see
he's
my
an
papers.
English Premier League fan.
which is fine. They put it on TV in places. You can go. I think NBC pushes it a lot.
Oh my God!
I'm not saying you're wrong, Bala 51, but you sound very damn un-American right now.
But you, as an example, you really could have said, "Hey, broadcasters used to take a lot more off and let the game speak for itself," and then you maybe use Pat Summerall or somebody that did that as an example.
Well, can I say why he paused? Because a lot of times he was just drunk.
Well, and
Pat Summerall will be like, first down. That was about 3 minutes ago. Yeah.
Skip
Pat
Carey,
Summerall was
when he was calling the Braves. Oh my God. Here's a windup. Here's the pitch. Here's the windup. Here's another pitch.
But you were watching the game. You weren't relying on him to paint a picture for you when you have a picture in front of your face.
No. I mean, I've always dreamed of doing play-by-play ever since I was a kid, listening to Vince Scully on the radio.
Oh yeah,
paint the picture, tell the story. I love the way some of the guys do our Westwood One broadcasts. I love that. The way he goes, going from left to right on your radio dial, stuff
Kevin
like that.
Harlan.
Yeah, that is so romantic. It harkens back to the days of old. But I mean, Skip Carey, what the hell was he doing? I mean, okay, you can see it, but you're being paid to call the game.
You do
come up
actually
with
have
something,
to say something. Yeah.
Come up with a story.
Maybe he
or
wasn't getting paid
something,
enough. And he's like, this is all I'm giving you. You're not paying me enough. This is what you get.
Obviously,
pay me more. I'll have more to say.
Skip did not get his dad's genes. He obviously got his mom's chromosomes because he had nothing really to say. There's a long drive, home run.
Al Michaels will give you a good pause, but he talked when he needed to, or he still does. He's on Amazon for the football, but you know what I'm saying? He wasn't always just filling space. Sometimes there would be moments of silence on that broadcast.
Absolutely.
So
the great ones know how to do that.
Bala 51 says, I just can't stand guys out there today. They're so fake. Well, yeah, I guess, but some are better than others. That's just the way it is. Woos says, hey guys, do you know what TV channel is covering the ASU game? I think I do. It is on the Pac-12 network, which means you can't see it on TV.
Unless you have Cox Communications.
Unless you have Cox Communications. And this is on a special package too. I don't know. I got the
Sports
direct TV,
package.
so
Yeah.
So there you go, Woos. It's on Pac-12 TV. Good luck with that. Big George says Bottle might actually be a communist sympathizer. Bala 51. I don't know that that's true. He's an Arizona native, so give him some respect.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Hefty Lefty says, I think the trick is to know when not to say anything. Even Vince Scully, who could fill the time better than God himself, knew when to just let the sounds of the moment take over the broadcast. Like when Hank Aaron hit 7:15, he didn't speak for like 4 minutes straight on that one.
Yeah, just let it play out. The great ones know when
crowd.
when to pause and just let it play out.
And you got to know the difference between being on radio and being on TV. You paint the picture in radio. The picture's already painted on TV. Kevin Harlan is a person who does a really good job of going back and forth. He'll describe the hairs on the end of someone's forearm, on the radio, and then on the TV, backs off a little bit.
Tuck says you can pause with Major League Baseball, not so much with football, when you're doing the play-by-play. Last Optimist says, yep, Manning cast for me, not listening to ESPN broadcast. Also, Amazon Prime broadcast have the audio 5 seconds ahead of the video feed. Hope they fix that before the season starts. Well, that's not encouraging at all.
Oh, boy.
Blissful A says, my favorite Joe Buck story was when he interviewed Artie Lang 15 years ago. Artie told him he sucked and nobody likes him. Well, Artie's also a drug addict and he has no nose anymore. So I don't know who's winning right here, but don't feel like it's Artie. Pringle says, I've just never understood how anyone can complain about any broadcasters when you have the mute button right there. My favorite broadcaster of all time has to be the Huber Brown. He's giving them 6 inches in the post. Yeah, sometimes they don't think about what they're saying.
No.
QB never.
Twittiot says, when I was stationed overseas, the only way to enjoy American sports was listening to the radio. Going from left to right on your radio dial is actually being used back in the 80s.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Big George says, I just recently switched to Spectrum, so I now have Pac-12 Network. I'll be able to watch the ASU game tonight. Hooray.
Aren't you happy, Big George?
Enjoy that. And listen, enjoy one more hour of the Daily Blender coming up next. We're going to talk some NFL. I swear to God we are. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Love and Light Wellness Spa. How can I help you today?
Hi there. I'd like to make an appointment for next week.
Excellent. Does Tuesday 9 a.m. work?
Ooh, mornings are when I go to Taco Bell to get my bacon breakfast quesadilla.
Okay.
Yeah, I really don't like missing out on those fluffy eggs and crispy bacon covered in melty cheeses.
Oh, I understand. Let's see what I have in the afternoon.
Namaste.
Try the bacon breakfast quesadilla, only at Taco Bell. Limited participating U.S. Taco Bell locations near you during breakfast hours only, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Contact local store for hours of participation, which vary.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again.
Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill.
I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Upside, the free app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back just for buying the gas I was going to buy anyway.
But is it a hassle to use?
No, it's super fast and easy, and I can cash out whenever I want.
That's a total no-brainer. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code HEAT for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's promo code HEAT. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code HEAT for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code HEAT.
It's time once again for the Harmon Solar 1580 The Fanatic NFL Fan Pick'em Contest. First prize is $1,580 from Harmon Solar. Second prize, a Zebra e-bike from Hemingway. And $500 third prize from Harmon Solar. Sign up today. Go to 1580thefanatic.com. The Harmon Solar 1580 The Fanatic NFL Fan Pick'em Contest. From your home for the NFL in the Valley. 1580 and 99.3. The Fanatic.
So DraftKings Sportsbook asked me, Kevin Hart, actor, comedic rock star, and lifelong Eagles fan, go Birds, to fill you in on their latest offer. New customers can now bet $5 on the NFL and get 200 in free bets instantly. Hold up, wait a minute. Not only do I get 200, win or lose, but I get it instantly? Come on, DraftKings. You're not going to make me work for it, sweat it out for at least a minute, feel some extra bumps in my chest while the game's going on? You're crazy, DraftKings. Crazy.
Get action you can count on at DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the app now, use promo code BET1580. Bet $5 on any NFL team and get 200 in free bets instantly. That's promo code BET1580 at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. 21 plus, Arizona only. Gambling problem? 1-800-NEXT-STEP. One per new customer. Minimum $5 deposit and wager. $200 issued is 8 $25 free bets. Restrictions apply. See terms at DraftKings.com/sportsbook.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM. And K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
It's time for the third hour.
All right, people, settle down because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 5 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Keon Rose in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580. Of course, we're broadcasting live in the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale. The other day, I gave the number very slow, and suddenly we got 2 new texters. So I'm not going to go as slow as I did last time, but I'll give it to you again. 888-368-1580. 1580. I don't feel like I should slow down on the 1580 part. Because if you can't figure out 1580 when you're listening to 1580 The Fanatic on 1580 AM or even 99.3 FM, you still hear 1580 quite a bit.
Yeah.
I don't think I need to slow down on the 1580 part, but the 888-368. So that's a lot of eights,
Eights are
involved
wild.
there.
Yeah.
Right. 888-368. 1580. If you can't figure that out, I just can't help you.
You got a full hand of eights there. You got 5 eights.
I've done everything I can do there. All right. I've done what I can do. So, well, damn glad to be here and have you guys here. And let's do it. Let's finally just get in there and talk some football. Is it a bluff or is it real? Is it going to happen? Is it going to mean a dome stadium? I'm talking about how the Bears are looking to announce they're moving on from Soldier Field maybe by the end of the year here. Somebody from the Chicago Tribune was saying, it's not a matter of when, it's a matter of, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So they've already purchased that land in Arlington Heights for about $200 million. They ain't screwing around. You know what I'm saying? That's $200 million. So this looks like it's going to happen. Are they bluffing? Is this just rich people bluffing, trying to get the city of Chicago to pay for something?
Well,
or is this the real deal?
I think that they're not bluffing, and obviously they have all this money lying around because they don't use it on players, so they might as well use it for something to make them more money. And I think they are definitely going to move to Arlington Heights and get the hell out of the city.
Would they make them call themselves the Arlington Heights Bears?
No, I don't think so.
Because a lot of teams, have the city or state area representing their name, representing the area more than anything.
They can be the Illinois Bears.
Well,
if we have the Arizona Cardinals, but Arizona is a cool sounding word. Illinois just doesn't sound right.
Yeah, but see, Arlington Heights is like a suburb. It's like Glendale is to Phoenix.
So
we'll call them the Phoenix Cardinals.
Well, we used to call them the Phoenix Cardinals, remember? And then they said, well, we've got to be inclusive of everybody. So it's the Arizona Cardinals. I think they'll remain the Chicago Bears. It's like the New York Jets. They play in New Jersey.
Yeah, I don't think as well as the Giants. Called that. They should be the New Jersey Jets.
I'm just telling you.
New Jersey Giants.
Just telling you.
So all right. So the Bears, they'll probably build a dome, right? They'll probably build an indoor stadium, wouldn't you think?
I don't think so.
Or do you think they'll try to keep it old school? Because that's what the Chicago Inns?
The city of the broad shoulders. I don't think they're going to build a dome stadium. No.
I don't think so either.
I think they might.
Because it'll be cold, but there's a difference between cold, not
and windy cold.
Not on the lake. Yeah.
Right.
And then cold, just somewhere else, and you don't have the swirling winds and all of that.
But if you have a dome stadium, you know what you get? You get a Super Bowl. When's the last time we saw a Super Bowl in Chicago?
Well, it hasn't been a while, but they just recently had the Super Bowl in Miami, which is not a dome stadium,
and Arizona this year.
Well,
those are nice,
dome or
nice
warm
weather places. Yeah. But then remember, we have the Super Bowl in Minnesota after they got that glass house, that greenhouse thing they built, that weird looking thing. I'm telling you, Chicago, if they want, the Bears, if they want in their facility a Super Bowl, this is the way to do it.
If they do anything, I would imagine it'd be like SoFi Stadium, some sort of, open air covering, but I don't think they'll do a dome stadium.
I don't see why not.
I don't see why not either. It's just it may just be the identity of the
fan base. Fans are still going to show up. The fans will still show up. They'll grumble at first. Oh, we did fine. We were out and oh my God, it's nice in here. Here, take off your jacket, honey. All right. Trust me. They're tough enough to do it at Soldier Field, but they'll be grateful to be comfortable at Arlington Heights.
And here's another thing: if you build a dome, you get to host other football events like college football playoffs and NCAA tournament games. So just throw that out there.
And the other thing they're thinking is there could be a second team that would come to Chicago. Either at the old facility or even in this new one. You could have, you've got two teams playing in SoFi. Why can't you have two teams playing at some new facility in Arlington Heights?
You can. I mean, it's the Jets and the Giants again. They share a building as well. MetLife.
So plenty of reasons for the Bears to do this. And I'd say if they go there and they don't build a dome, they are stupid with a capital S. So many good reasons to do it. I appreciate the manliness of saying we don't need a dome. We've been doing this, since my grandfathers did it. Sat here out here in the cold and watched the games, and that's why we eat the kielbasa.
The McCaskies don't do that. They're in an owner suite. It's well temperature control.
Well, I'm not talking about the owners. I'm talking about the fans.
Okay.
The fans are like, we're badasses. We don't care. Yeah. But trust me, you'll probably live longer. If you don't expose people are having heart attacks. Yeah, granted, it might be the food in Chicago, but still, Blissful Hayes says if the Bears move to Arlington Heights, nothing will change with the team. They'll still be terrible with more money. And I'm a Bears fan, he says. Big George says the Bears should rename themselves the Cook County Bears. Arlington Heights is still in Cook County, or name them the Chicagoland Bears. Hefty Lefty says, same as Arlington, Texas. Last Optimist says, I think the Bears are tired of working with the incompetence of the city of Chicago. Pringle says, hey, what was that call number again? I'm thinking about becoming a new texter. Pringle, you've been on here forever.
You have a nickname already. Pringle.
Yeah.
Come on, Pringle.
So no, I'm not. It's the numbers in your phone if you're going to be a wise ass. I'm just saying. He says if the Bears build a new stadium of any type and use taxpayer dollars to fund any part of it, I'll be done watching NFL football for good. No, you won't.
You'll be back.
No, you won't.
Every team in every state and every city does this.
And listen, I agree. I think that they got billions of dollars to have a team. You can spend whatever money it takes to build a damn stadium, and you shouldn't do this on the back of the taxpayer. 100% agree. Because what happens in every city and every state and every county, they're like, hey guys, it'll be like a couple of cents on every purchase that goes to the stadium. Do you think that those taxes go away when the stadium's built? No, they stay. They don't take away taxes. They keep adding taxes until every single penny in a dollar is gone to something that maybe is built and demolished already. So, yeah, I am not for doing things in the back of the taxpayer. Absolutely not. No.
Especially something that the taxpayer can't publicly use. It's still a privately owned piece of land.
So how about this? I'm not completely dim to the idea that the sports teams being here helps the community and generates income for the community. So instead of us paying for the facilities, how about we just give them some really nice tax breaks? We did it to try to get movies here. We can do it for the sports teams. Do you think a tax break's not going to mean a lot to them? You're damn right it will. But how about we draw the line somewhere on billions of dollars of taxpayer money going to subsidize something that you're never going to get any sort of, you can benefit from. Do you get free tickets when we built a stadium? I didn't. Did you get free tickets to State Farm Stadium? Did you get free tickets to the Bank One Ballpark? Did you get free tickets to the America West Arena? I didn't. Did you? Nobody did. We got to pay for something that existed. And then we got the we got the honor of spending more money, just so we can go inside the place we already paid for. So, yeah, I hear you, Mr. Pringle, but reality is we're going to keep doing it.
You're not wrong.
Hefty Lefty says, make fun of our Skull friends all you want, but that Viking Stadium's the coolest looking new stadium north of the Mason-Dixon line. I didn't say it wasn't cool, but it is a greenhouse. That's all it is. Big George says, my dad used to take me to Chicago Bear games as a kid, below zero weather, and we freezed our asses off. I remember the only thing that kept us warm was the hot chocolate he brought in the thermos pack. George, it wasn't just hot chocolate. I'll about guarantee you there's Bailey's in that. He didn't care if you were a kid. He's like, drink this, you'll live. He says, we froze, but it was fun. Yeah, listen, there's nothing wrong with being a tough guy. There's also nothing wrong with being a comfortable tough guy.
Yep.
Watermelon says, I believe the Cardinals changed from the Phoenix Cardinals to the Arizona Cardinals was in order for the stadium tax to work, to fund the build. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They still changed from the Phoenix Cardinals to the Arizona Cardinals.
Okay. All right, let's talk about the actual football of football, shall we?
Shall we?
So Russell Wilson got himself his deal. Was it 5 or 7? I thought it was 5, but then I saw somewhere it was 7.
It was 5, or at least originally I saw 5.
All right, 5-year deal, $245 million, $165 million guaranteed. And what does that do? Well, that makes old Lamar Jackson trying to get his entire contract fully guaranteed less and less of a reality. And Lamar Jackson might be on the phone with Russell going, "What the hell, man? What the hell? I was this close. I was this close." So, $165 million guaranteed, set for life, no matter what happens. Good job, Russell Wilson, and good job, Broncos, locking him down to a 5-year, contract extension. I'd say that's going to be most of the rest of his good years. He's 33-year-old right now. I'm sure he wants to play like Tom Brady till he's, older than dirt, but reality on these things. So you're going to get the best years out of Russell Wilson right here, right now. So the Broncos, good job. Russell Wilson, $165 million guaranteed. Good job.
Is this a good job, though? Is this the same situation that Seattle had with Russell Wilson when he signed that big contract there and they had no leverage to move around and pay off that Legion of Boom defense? I mean,
they
is it
already
the
have,
same scenario?
They already have a solid team in place, and everything they've done has been constructed within the cap. Down the road, certain things might fall off, but they're looking to win right now.
Yeah.
And I think the Broncos have been a team that can show, give us a quarterback that's even somewhat decent, and we've got the rest of the pieces to win the ring.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that. I'm just wondering, off my pointy head here, I'm just wondering, is this another Seattle Seahawks scenario where the quarterback takes up all the money and all the air in the room gets sucked out and everybody else suffocates?
I mean, there is a potential for that. They are a team that's already a quality team with guys that down the road they are going to have to pay. I mean, you look at some of these
Jerry
receivers.
Jeudy.
Yeah, Cortland.
They got a
Jerry
couple
Jeudy,
of years.
And you look at like Patrick Surtain on the defense as well. But look, I do think that the Broncos draft better than the Seahawks have been over the last few years. That's a fact. The Seahawks have been stumbling over themselves because if you pay the quarterback and you don't have money to pay everybody else, then you have to replace that talent in the draft. And the Seahawks were just bad at doing that. They would find a guy or two, but they could never retool the way that you need to, and the way that other teams like, the Patriots, who actually have been able to maintain a dynasty, have done in the past.
I would bet when we get the full details of the contract that this thing is backloaded more than front loaded. And what that means is they're going to be able to, in the next 1, 2, 3 years, try to keep his cap impact low so they can still pay people who need to be paid right here, right now, because they're looking here in the next 3 years. They want a Super Bowl or more. Listen, I know it's not probably going to go that way, and it's a rarity in the NFL to win the back-to-backs or even 2 and 3 years or whatever. But if you're the Broncos, that's what you're thinking. You're like, okay, whatever we do with this contract, we have to be able to do what we need to do in the next 3 years, because the next 3 years is where we can be financially viable, and also where Russell Wilson will be at his physical peak. This is it. This is our window right here. 3 years. That's what they're thinking. So yes, it's on top of the 2 years left. That's right, Hefty Lefty. 2 years he had remaining on his current deal. So now it is 7 years. He's now 7 years under contract. So they've got basically 3 years to do what they need to do. And then you can trade Russell Wilson. He'll still have some viability at that point. And then by then this contract will be smaller than other quarterback contracts, and everybody's going to pat themselves in the back and say, hey, we got Russell Wilson for a pretty good deal. So Broncos know what they're doing, and everybody wins except for Russell Wilson. That is the one element of all this this is one of those moments where Russell's like, maybe I should have an agent. Maybe I should have an agent. Because,
you mean Lamar Jackson or Russell?
I'm sorry,
Wilson.
Lamar Jackson. That's what I meant to say. Lamar Jackson's thinking I should have an agent because now he's in the tough spot. 165 million guaranteed. How much was Kyler Murray's guaranteed? His was like 140, something like that. So nobody's getting fully guaranteed. Russell Wilson, got 165. And we already know, because Lamar Jackson himself has admitted that the Ravens have not offered him a $250 million guaranteed contract like he wants.
Mm-hmm. See, but I think Lamar Jackson is looking at what Deshaun Watson is getting, and he's saying, okay, if Deshaun Watson, who's not won a Super Bowl, who's not won an MVP, who's not has a good track record off the field,
right?
If that's a guy that's getting that kind of money, then guess what? I've got an MVP, and I've taken this team to the playoffs, and I have an exemplary life off the field.
Okay.
I should get that, and it should all be guaranteed.
Sure. Except for the fact that Russell Wilson, who has won a Super Bowl, and Kyler Murray, who, like you say, hasn't really done much, but he's kept out of trouble at least. And all you got to do is the Ravens and say, okay, that whole thing with the Browns and Deshaun Watson is not reality. It's stupidity on the Browns' part. You want comps? Let's talk about Kyler Murray. Let's talk about Russell Wilson. That's where reality is. That's where we're at. Take it or leave it. So the Russell Wilson contract just took the kneecaps out of Lamar Jackson to try to get, a Deshaun Watson kind of contract.
I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe I do think that Lamar being younger kind of gives him a stronger argument there. I just with Lamar, it's tough because the Ravens are kind of in the position more that the Cardinals are in, where it's like, look, we want to be able to give you all the money in the world, man. We just don't have, $250 million guaranteed to just get and put in escrow, and however the league has them do it now. They just don't have it.
Would we agree that Lamar Jackson deserves more than Kyler Murray?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me explain to you why that is. He is the first quarterback in NFL history to reach 35 regular season wins before the age of 25. He's completed 64.2% of his passes for 9,880 yards, 83 touchdowns, only 31 interceptions. It's a 98% rating. Since becoming a starter for the Ravens, he's rushed for 3,564 yards, and he's gotten 20 touchdowns doing that. He's the fastest quarterback in the league to reach 5,000 passing yards and 2,000 rushing yards in 35 games. And in his 10 100-yard rushing games, that only tied with Michael Vick for the most in league history. He's the only quarterback to rush for 1,000 yards in a season twice. In his 5 games with 200 yards and 100 rushing yards, most in league history. Lamar Jackson deserves a big-ass contract. He deserves, if anybody does, the guaranteed contract. Russell Wilson has ruined it for him. Russell Wilson has ruined it for him.
Because Russell Wilson has the pedigree, and he's Super Bowl champion Russell Wilson, and that makes it tougher to argue.
So I think somewhere in the middle, Lamar Jackson's contract will be found. He might get more guaranteed money than Russell Wilson, but he's not getting it all. He ain't going to get it all. No, not anymore. We got to take a break. When we come back, more NFL stuff. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
What's better than the long weekend? Kohl's budget boosting deals on denim. I got myself jeans for $19.99. 40% off Levi's for my son. Even my husband found a pair for 30% off. Plus, because I spent over $25, I got $10 off and earned Kohl's cash. More style, more savings. Kohl's. Select styles. Offers end September 5th. Levi's coupons do not apply. Some exclusions apply. See store or kohls.com for details.
NASCAR Championship weekend is back at Phoenix Raceway. Drivers will put it all on the line to claim NASCAR greatness. The Truck Series Championship kicked things off Friday night under the lights. We're going to tear it up tonight. Followed by an action-packed Saturday, where fans will witness an ARCA and Xfinity Series Championship doubleheader. Yes! Don't miss out on the action November 4th and 5th. Get your tickets now for NASCAR Championship weekend at PhoenixRaceway.com or call 866-408-RACE.
Hey guys, it's Stephen McCollum from the main event here on 1580 The Fanatic. College football officially kicks off week 1 this week. ASU and NAU Thursday night. We'll look at the college football season and get you ready. Cardinals make their cuts. We'll keep you updated as week 1 is getting closer for the NFL. Diamondbacks continue to play their young guys, and we'll discuss Major League Baseball as the playoffs approach. So join me, Stephen McCollum, on the main event, Monday through Friday, noon to 2 p.m. here on 1580, 99.3 The Fanatic.
Do you know about 211 Arizona? It's a free service to connect you with resources anywhere in Arizona. Housing assistance and eviction prevention, transportation and ride services, healthcare benefits, food resources, and even utility bill support. Talk to a live operator in English or Spanish, 24 hours a day, every day of the year. Just dial 211 or visit 211arizona.org. Get connected, get answers, and get the help you need. This message is sponsored by 211 Arizona.
What's better than the long weekend? Kohl's budget boosting deals on denim. I got myself jeans for $19.99, 40% off Levi's for my son. Even my husband found a pair for 30% off. Plus, because I spent over $25, I got $10 off and earned Kohl's cash. More style, more savings. Kohl's. Select styles. Offers end September 5th. Levi's coupons do not apply. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
It's college football time. The Big Ten, the SEC, the ACC, the Pac-12, the Big 12, the biggest conferences. Now it's on to the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown. The big matchups, the fight for national rankings, the bitter rivalries. We have the biggest games. Get your college game on. Your home for football. 1580 and 99.3. The Fanatic.
Hey, football.
Yeah.
We're a week away, man.
Yeah.
Week away.
I put up the football tree this week.
Oh, yeah? Good, good.
Put up football tree. Got presents all around the football tree.
I got to make that call over to DirecTV for the Sunday ticket. I'm not looking forward to that. Because I'm going to go in trying to talk them into giving it to me for free. And then they're going to no, Mr. O'Brien, we can't. And then they try to get a discount. They're going to go, yeah, well, you've ridden that train for too many years. We're done. And by the way, we know that you're going to disconnect us the minute that Sunday ticket's not here. So you're going to pay a full price. I'm really not looking forward to that conversation. But I got to look forward to the football. And we are 1 week away, a new football season about to begin. So listen, kids, get ready for NFL Week 1 action with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Some kind of cool things they're doing over there. Yeah, you know about betting $5 on any game to get $200 in free bets, but there's other stuff too. On opening night, everyone can experience the thrill of DraftKings early win promotion. Here's what you do. You bet on the Get Up 7 thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what that is? Here's what happens.
Get Up 7?
Get Up 7. And you win, period. Bet on any NFL team of your choice. And if your team leads by 7 points at any point during the game, you get paid instantly, even if your team loses. They just have to be up by 7 at any point in the game. I think that is I'm actually going to do that. I'm looking forward to doing that one. That's going to be fun. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Use promo code BET1580. Get $200 in free bets instantly when you place a $5 bet on any football game. It's promo code BET1580. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Got to be 21 years or older, Arizona resident only. Gambling problem, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. Bonus issued as free bets. One early win token issued at opt-in. Moneyline bets only. Deposit and wagering restrictions apply. Eligibility and terms at DraftKings.com/football terms. 888-368-1580. Okay, are you Irish for me or Jim and Awatuki? I keep telling you, you don't have to say you're Irish for me, but you also don't have to tell us your real name. Now everybody knows that Irish for me is Jim and Awatuki. So come on, man. He says, my biggest wish is that Notre Dame gives it their best and never gives up. Go Irish, he says. You know, we are we're not going to be the home for Notre Dame this year, but coincidentally, we do have a Notre Dame game on this week. Notre Dame hopefully beating the Ohio State. That's at 2:30 on Saturday. I hate that so much. I just hate that. Natty Daddy says entire life savings for Seattle to beat the Broncos. You're going to bet your entire life savings?
Don't do that. I feel very confident in offering that piece of advice. Not very many, but that one.
Wow.
Hey, I'll take that. I'll take that action. Natty Daddy, how much is your entire life savings though? Just saying. Hamilton Porter says Notre Dame versus Ohio State. Can they both lose? I guess. I mean,
unfortunately,
call it a tie, or I don't know.
Could be a tie, I guess.
Nondescript says it's not Lamar Jackson's fault that Walmart decided to buy the donkeys and not the blackbirds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's still a cap. So Woos says Pac-12, thank you. I do have Cox Sports package. Hey, good for you, Woos. Am I saying it right? Is it Woos or Woos? I think it's Woos.
Yeah, Woos. She was at the
I remember her.
remote we had.
Yeah, she was sitting by Charlie Boy. But I just wanted to make sure I have the pronunciation right. Woos. Do I say woos or just woos?
I think it's just
Do you
woos.
know? Just woos.
I just think
She
it's
may
woos.
want it. Woos.
But she
Maybe
didn't say
likes that.
anything. Maybe.
Let me know, woos or woos. Swazman says his upset pick for week 1, Joe Namath's New York Jets over the Ravens.
Wow.
That's incredible. That is incredible. Yeah. What do you think Joe Flacco's going to take out his old team?
Swazman's counting on us forgetting he said that. I think
you're taking the flack to give it to the Boston Raven or the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, now I have
and
to write it
Lamar
down.
Jackson.
Yeah, write that down. We got to write
the flack.
What happened to Zach Morris? Isn't he playing anymore?
Oh, his knee is still jacked
he
up.
tore
He's still
his
coming
meniscus.
back.
So it'll be about
that's right.
3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah, right after he was playing with the older ladies, riding the old fillies, as it were. He tore his knee up. So
Woo says Woos sounds good to her. She says it's my old high school nickname. There you go. Then Woos it is, at least on this show.
All right.
Natty Daddy says I would never bet that, but I might make some bets that game in favor of Denver though, for sure. Good man. Hitting the Nut says Lamar needs that money to fix that hair. It is really hard to look at.
I don't know. The
Lamar
last game that I saw him in, he didn't have the four the four ponytail things that he had it all loose, man. And then he was wearing some badass sunglasses. He looked pretty badass.
I'm trying to look at pictures of him. But does it?
He had the little afro. He had the little the braided hair look, and then he undid all that. Now it's all like a kind of a cool fro look, and he had these badass sunglasses. Yeah, keep that, Lamar. Keep that.
The pictures on here. Somebody's going to show me a picture because it's all with those little Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is trying to imitate Lamar Jackson. I think Lamar Jackson's like, nope. He's not doing that anymore.
Kyler had it too in the preseason.
I thought that Kyler had undone his little things too.
You're right. He did.
I think that they're going to get their hair braided before the season. So
Lamar's on the phone now. First with Russell Wilson, son of a bitch with it. And now he's like, Kyler, quit copying me. Stop it. I mean, I got the braids, you got the braids. I go the fro, you go the fro. Stop it. Like I don't need a little bit.
Yeah.
Hamilton Porter says Zach Wilson tore something up all right. Hefty Lefty says the Ravens are going to be a bird down after they had another preseason injury. Yep, their mascot out for the season after he hurt his knee. That is such garbage. You just put another guy in the damn suit. All right, we're not stupid. We don't think that's a real bird. Shut up, John Harbaugh. Just go hire another intern, throw their ass in the suit, and let them go do their thing.
It's not a real Raven. It's not real.
Ravens don't get that big outside of, say, 3 Mile Island.
But this is Baltimore.
Doesn't matter.
You mean to tell me that D. Baxter, the Bobcat, is not real?
No, he's not real.
Next, you're going to tell me the Sun's gorilla is not real?
Oh, he's totally real. No, he's totally real.
I'm confused.
Listen, I'll tell you who's real and who's not. You just have to believe me. All right.
Big Red. Is Big Red not real? You're going to
Big
tell
Red
me
is
now
real.
Big Red is real?
Big Red is real.
And G. Baxter, the damn Bobcat is not real. Is that what you're
God,
saying?
No, you know better than that. And then Sparky's real. Sparky's real.
Well, I hope so, because he's my close personal friend.
Yeah. And you just ask me who's real. I'll let you know. I'll tell you this right now. The Ravens mascot, not real.
Huh.
This
Damn.
stupid Bobcat, the Diamondbacks, not real.
What about that elephant for the Alabama Crimson Tide? What about that elephant?
Not real.
Wow. Boy, you've got an amazing eye. I couldn't pick that out.
Bevo.
It's
real.
He's real?
He's real.
I don't know. That looked fake to me.
Go ahead, try me. Go ahead. Let's hear it, Keon. Give me some. I'll tell you who's real, who's not real.
What about the Georgia Bulldog? Is he real?
Oh, that's real. That's a real bulldog.
Yeah, Ugga.
They got him at the pound.
Ugga 9 or something, right?
Yeah. Same thing for Mike the Tiger with LSU.
Mike the Tiger's not real.
What?
He's not real.
He's not real.
Mike the Tiger is not real?
Don't be a child, Keon.
But they keep him on a cage, in the cage on the sideline.
That's a Muppet.
Oh.
What about
Can't
Mr. and
keep
Mrs. Met?
Not real.
Oh my God. I've lost all hope in humanity now.
Hey, listen, not all are fake. Not all are real. It's just reality. Don't ask if you don't want to know the answer.
The Stanford Cardinal, that hideous tree.
Tree's real.
He's a real.
It's a real tree?
It's a real tree.
That tree's
He's
an
got
a-hole.
big googly eyes and a creepy smiling mouth.
Well, they put that on him.
He's an
But the
a-hole.
tree's real.
The tree's
The
real.
tree's
Okay.
real.
Well,
Yes, good cat. The tree's real. I said it. All right. Go
Wow.
ahead. Ask me some more. I can tell you.
What about Mr. Red Stocking? What's his name for the Cincinnati Reds?
Not real.
Oh my God!
I
What
should
am I
do
gonna
it like
do
a
now?
coffee table book. Real, not real. Mascots across the world of sports.
Huh? And Mike the Tiger is not real.
It's not real.
Wow.
Animatronic, Muppet Tree, Fraggle Rock kind of stuff.
Fraggle Rock.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's
By the way,
that-
Fraggle Rock, real.
see now that right there. You see what I'm talking? You're talking about crossing the whole boundaries of physics and time space continuum right there.
I got the 411 on your favorite mascots, whether they're real or not. You Arizona, there ain't a damn thing down there that's real.
Wilbur's not real.
They can't afford anything real.
You mean that's-
they can afford real meth, but that's it. That's all you can afford in Tucson.
That's some dude in a suit.
Philly
what about-
Fanatic, not real.
What?
Not real.
Oh my
No.
God!
No, not this version.
But he
Previous
looks-
version's real. But this version not real.
But he's green.
Exactly.
No.
Hefty Lefty says Louis the Lumberjack is real. In the early 2000s, the guy was actually named Louis.
What
Yeah,
about
he's
the USC
real.
Trojan? Real or not real?
It's not real.
What?
It's not real.
He looks lifelike.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
That dude's Greek.
What?
And you can't have that. That's the scandal of USC. If ever there, well, you thought it was the Pete Carroll years. No, it's the fact that the Spartan,
The Trojan is actually a
Trojan
Spartan.
is actually a Spartan.
Oh my
So
God!
so what about Sparty in Michigan State?
Oh, he's real.
Okay.
He's the real deal.
Damn,
Absolutely
he's-
real.
And he's cut, man.
I know.
Oh my God! Wow.
He's real.
Okay.
I'm not messing with him.
I thought things were going to get really ridiculous.
Fifth letter says, please tell me Benny the Jet Rodriguez is real. Sorry. Fifth
Oh
letter.
no! Oh no!
He is not real. But
Oh,
Hefty Lefty, Gritty is real. Gritty's real.
Gritty's real?
Straight
So,
from nightmares. He
The
is real.
Fanatic is not real, but Gritty
No.
is real.
Now, hear what I said about the Fanatic. Original Fanatic, real. This new version, not real.
Ah,
It's not real. War Eagle 8, Class Optimus, real. Why is this so hard for you guys to figure out?
Blissful
Hayes.
I don't think we have the eye that you have.
Yeah,
Clearly.
Yeah. What about that? So-called Seahawk they have up there in the Rainy City? What do you
think, Randy?
Well, I think he's real. I mean, have you seen him? I mean,
Randy,
come on, he flies and everything.
It's a drone, not real.
Oh my God.
Blissful Hayes says Kyler Murray would have to grow 10 inches if he wanted to imitate Lamar. If only, right? Niner 1680 is trying to say the upset is going to be Texans over the Colts. Stop it. Stop it. Hit the Nut says, you know what else is real in Tucson? Poverty.
Wow. Wow. Just wow. Unnecessary.
Natty Daddy says, am I real? Are you real?
Yeah,
is
see?
anything real? I've met you, Natty Daddy. It's okay. Calm down.
You're
You're real.
definitely real.
You're real.
Wow, that
USC
was-
Santa
that was
Cruz
close. Yeah.
is a real banana slug. No, that's real. That is real. Yeah. What about the mascot for the Akron Zips? Not real. Not real.
What about Chicago's own Benny the Bull?
Real.
Real?
That's
kind of skinny for a real bull, don't you think?
Don't ask me if you don't want to hear the answer.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I can handle the truth.
Randy's Chuckle says, speaking of cold, I was at Manning's playoff game in Denver when it was 13 degrees. While I was dressed up like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, the tool behind me left after 5 minutes. I heard him whisper to his wife, I have to leave. I can't feel my toes. Idiot was wearing sandals.
What the?
There's always that guy when it's cold, right? Just wearing shorts and a giant jacket. Dummy. Mr. Pringle says, hopefully Russell Wilson called little Kyler Murray for some advice on his contract. And hopefully little Kyler told him, read it before you sign it. They put clauses and stuff in there. I ain't kidding, Russell. You wouldn't believe the stuff they'll try to slip in on you. Good Cat says, is the Yeti for the Utah Jazz real? Of course it is.
So you're saying then that's the actual Yeti then?
Yes.
Boy, Jeffrey, this is amazing. I did not know you possessed this sort of knowledge.
Is Sparky the Sun Devil an actual?
Well, hey, he's already said
No, he's from
Sparky's
hell,
real.
straight from hell.
Okay.
Demon from hell.
Yeah,
It looks
but
very fancy for a demon from hell.
with a heart of gold.
Oh, yeah.
Meaning, he was in hell on some trumped up charges. You know what I'm saying? And I think he should be acquitted eventually, go right to heaven. But right now, Sparky is here on Earth, rooting for these Sun Devils tonight.
What about Thunder, the antelope for the GCU basketball team? Please tell me he's real. Please tell
Of course
me
he's real. Of course that's real.
I spent a whole day. I was really hoping that he'd be real. Spent a whole day with him. I did a story when I was in video. I did a story on him.
I don't know why this is so hard for people to figure out.
Boy, it's
I got
hard
you.
for me. I can't. I don't have the same eye you do, partner. Wow.
Listen, we have to take a break. Something else real we need to do is on this date in big Georgia sports history and some more of this Daily Blender. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's action update for Arizona's new home for sports, The Fanatic. Now, here are the latest lines from my guys in the desert.
The biggest games of week one of college football, 23rd ranked Cincinnati at 19th ranked Arkansas. The Bearcats a 6-point favorite on the road. 11th ranked Oregon battles number 3 and defending national champion Georgia in Atlanta. The Bulldogs 17-point favorites. And then Saturday night in prime time, number 2 Ohio State. Big favorites over 5th ranked Notre Dame. Buckeyes minus 17.5. The NFL season kicks off a week from tomorrow with the Bills at the Rams. Buffalo the odds on favorite to win the Super Bowl at plus 550. The Bucs at plus 750. Kansas City and Green Bay each at plus 1,000. Red hot winning picks at experts.winnersandwhiners.com. Save 75% on any best bet package with the promo code ACTION75. That's ACTION75 at experts.winnersandwhiners.com. For vsin.com, I'm Trey Westerberg on Arizona's sports betting station.
TrackPhone wants to know, are you an influencer, a big live streamer? No? Then guess what? You don't need an endless data plan. Get just the right amount of data with TrackPhone's $40 unlimited talk and text smartphone plan. Now with 8 gigs of high-speed data and unlimited carryover on America's largest, most dependable network, now with 5G. Get the data you need at the price you want. TracFone Wireless. Now you're in control. Available at major retailers. 5G compatible device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at TracFone.com.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again.
Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill.
I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Upside, the free app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back just for buying the gas I was going to buy anyway.
But is it a hassle to use?
No, it's super fast and easy, and I can cash out whenever I want.
That's a total no-brainer. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code HEAT for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's promo code HEAT. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code HEAT for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code HEAT.
It's time once again for the Harmon Solar 1580 The Fanatic NFL Fan Pick'em Contest. First prize is $1,580 from Harmon Solar. Second prize, a Zebra e-bike from Hemingway. And $500 third prize from Harmon Solar. Sign up today. Go to 1580thefanatic.com. The Harmon Solar 1580 The Fanatic NFL Fan Pick'em Contest. From your home for the NFL in the Valley. 1580 and 99.3. The Fanatic.
Hi, this is Nick LaCapria with the Daily Sports Quiz. Today we'll talk NFL draft. You know, there was one football team that made 4 draft picks that all became Hall of Famers. Can you name that team? The answer is coming up on the Daily Sports Quiz.
When you want trivia from the world of sports, Daily Sports Quiz host Nick LaCapria has it. Baseball lovers, go online to baseballtrivia.org. Basketball fans, check out basketballtrivia.net. Football fans, head on over to footballtrivia.net. Hockey trivia, that's hockeytrivia.net. And boxing fans, log on to boxingtrivia.net. Stay tuned to this radio station for the Daily Sports Quiz or visit Nick LaCapria's sports-specific trivia websites.
The answer to today's Daily Sports Quiz, name the 4 players that would become Hall of Famers that all were drafted in the same draft by the same team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Those players included Mike Webster, Lynn Swann, John Stallworth, and Jack Lambert.
Download the Fanatic app. News, scores, social media updates, and more on your smartphone, on your tablet. The free Fanatic app, available at the Google Play Store or the App Store and at 1580thefanatic.com.
Rolling towards 6 o'clock tonight here on the Daily Blender. Don't forget, September 1st, you know what Jeffrey always says?
Pay your rent.
Yeah.
Don't forget to pay your rent.
Also, don't forget the NFL season begins here very quickly. Kick off week 1 with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Join today to get started with $150 in free bets guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. Ought to be easy. I mean, it's week 1. It ought to be easy to place your favorite bet. Just sign up with promo code Randy1580 to get in on the action. Then you can turn game day into payday all season long. Listen, I like the Cardinals against the Chiefs week 1. I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna play it.
Sorry, didn't mean to laugh out loud. Sorry.
You go ahead and laugh. That's okay. I like the Cardinals to take and beat the Chiefs week 1. What's your bet? Because if you place it, and it's a $5 bet and you're brand new to FanDuel and you sign up with my promo code Randy1580, guess what? FanDuel is going to reward you whether you win or lose. You're going to get $150 in free bets. Guaranteed. Don't fumble your chance. Sign up with my promo code Randy1580. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NFL. Must be 21 and older. Present in Arizona. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire 14 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. I am going to place that bet. I am right after the show, I'm going to go on the FanDuel Sportsbook app.
I'll tell you what, you got, I think we're on plus 170 is the money line.
Yep.
If you take the Cardinals over the Chiefs,
Yep.
but I think overwhelmingly the Chiefs are favored to win that game.
Oh, I'm sure without a doubt they are. Without a doubt.
You go, man. You go. You
Without
back
a
your
doubt
team.
they are. Yeah. They should, and they should be favored.
Respect.
Yeah.
Halfy Lefty, what you just texted me, that is the weird secret of things. You are correct, but ain't that something? I ain't gonna say what I'm talking about. He does say that antelope is tasty.
What?
I've never had antelope. Have you ever eaten antelope?
No.
No.
I can't bring myself to do that.
Swazman says, I'm taking Jets over Ravens. Would you like to bet?
Why would I bet?
It's just silly. That's just silly. Jets over Ravens.
I have it written down, by the way. Just
so you're going to give us plus 260 on that bet. You're going to have to. Yeah, well, we'd have to give him plus 260 on the bet. No, I mean,
it could just be a straight up bet. I mean, it was his idea.
Mr. Pringle says, I finally got through to 1-800-NEXT STEP and they wanted me to come up with a text or nickname first. That was weird. You know who needs the 800-NEXT STEP? Swazman. Tire Paws says, is Chief Illini real? Did I say it right?
Chief Illini. Yes.
Illini? No, he's not real. She says, and by the way, FYI, mine are real. Noted. Halfy Lefty, thank you. Good Cat says, how about an antelope kill call for good measure from TCU?
I don't usually break that out unless it's a basketball season.
I contend that that's not actually.
That's a damn antelope kill call right there. And I can prove it anytime you guys want to go into the woods with me. But beware, when you hear that, it's about to get real. So you better bring something with you.
Running.
Yeah, you better get real.
Swazman says, this will be my first official gambling sports bet. All right, by all means, go to DraftKings, use promo code BET1580, make that bet.
Hey.
What?
FanDuel.
No,
FanDuel Sportsbook app. Use Randy 1580.
Randy 1580 is for FanDuel, but Bet 1580 is for DraftKings.
Yeah, but Randy 1580 is for the FanDuel. That's the one you want to go to.
Swazman ought to do is do both. If you really believe in it, you put a bet on both sites.
Double your money. Yeah.
Yes. Right there, Swazman. Just saying.
Yeah.
888-368-1580. I don't know why anybody feels like that they need to speculate on this, but the New York Post is speculating. Now everybody's talking, the reason Tom Brady was gone is because he's having marital problems. Come on, people. Give the guy a little room to breathe. You know, he's had a long career, won a crap ton of Super Bowls. I think he's earned the right that if he wants to take some time off, even if it is for that, none of your damn business. None of your damn business. And you know, I don't know that that needs to even be something that anybody even talks about. But I see it started popping up on all these shows and all these feeds, and I'm like, can you just give him some? I get it. They're both public figures, so people. But listen, just come on, man. We don't need to know everything.
Yeah,
we don't need to know everything.
They're both public figures, but if they're going through something privately, you don't have to poke and prod. You know, you don't need to dig in there and find out exactly what it is. And they were heard bickering we don't need any of that stuff. I mean, it's unnecessary.
Hefty Lefty says he heard the exact same sound that Randy made when he bit into that antelope steak.
See, there's a price on your head in the antelope world, my friend.
Yeah.
So don't go out into the woods.
No, don't go to the woods. And even around 35th Avenue and Camelback, you better have your head on a swivel.
Yeah.
Better have that head on a swivel, Hefty Lefty. So
I mean, wow.
Oh, yeah. Marcus May got arrested for aggravated assault with a firearm. What does that mean? That he just pointed at somebody?
Yeah, what the report I saw on Twitter was he pulled his firearm out. It pointed it at a car full of juvenile females.
What the hell? Why would you do that?
Because you're a complete moron.
Marcus May 29 years old, means
Yeah.
he's old enough to know better.
Yeah.
He's got a 3-year, $28.5 million contract with the
Right.
Saints, just signed it in March.
Yeah.
And now he's out there pointing guns at people.
Yeah.
Was this at like 3 a.m? Was he drunk?
I don't
what
know.
the hell?
I didn't see the time, but it was on the Twitter feed, and he pointed it at underage juvenile females in a car. So it must have been some road rage incident, maybe.
I guess. Whatever the case, it's wow. What good way to lose your livelihood, pal.
Yeah, no kidding.
What's with the Saints, man? First Alvin Kamara, felony battery in Vegas, and now Marcus May, pointing guns at people. The hell's going on with the Saints? Ever since I just ate a lemon guy. What was his name?
Sean Payton.
Yeah, ever since Sean, he always looked like he was eating. It's
Yeah.
facial hair.
Always had the pursed lips.
Things are not going great for the Saints. I feel like things are not going great for them.
I don't even think Sean Payton was out the door yet when Alvin Kamara got in trouble.
No.
But I saw that Marcus May's attorney was talking about how he's denying all of the allegations and he looks forward to defending himself when the facts come out. And all I'm saying is those better be some very interesting facts because got a lot of public accusers, people who say they saw you.
Yeah.
You got a lot of ground to make up if that's the case you're trying to make, that this is somehow not true.
I don't get it. $28.5 million sitting right there for you.
I know that that Charles Barkley was talking about it before, that he's just friends with a lot of different kinds of athletes.
Mm-hmm.
And he said the football guys in particular have trouble letting stuff go. Everybody else can kind of let it roll off their back. Someone says something that maybe irks you a little bit. You just kind of let it go. Football guys really can't let stuff go. So I wonder if this is a case of that.
What could these teenage girls have said?
I have no idea.
You know what I mean? Good Cat wants to know, hey, Jeffrey, is Blue real? Blue, the mascot for my Indianapolis Colts, that has the streamers that come out of his nostril and fly out. And of course he's real.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been so many close-ups of him, Good Cat. How can you not tell that Blue is real? Oh, he's a character putting pies in people's faces and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he's real. He's totally
The
real.
schedule release, day for the Colts. Blue was there, making sure that every fan of every other team got a pie to the face.
That was a lot of pies. Hey, before we run out of time, let's do this thing. It's time for On This Date in Big George's Sports History. Back in the year 1950, Philadelphia's GM Bob Carpenter, to save the Phillies from a 24-hour train trip to play the Braves in Boston, decided to charter his team's first ever plane flight. The TWA Lockheed Constellation was delayed, though, because of mechanical problems. Made a precarious landing during a severe thunderstorm on a rainy, foggy day in Boston. All the anxious players, happy to be on the ground, cheered for the pilot and their safe arrival. Well, probably the first time any of them had ever been on a plane.
Yeah.
Because that's not how baseball players traveled then. And I think he pooped a little. You know what I mean?
Could be. Yep.
That story right there, delayed because of mechanical problems. So then you're sitting on the plane. Oh, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Good for them. Hey, the whole thing with Baker Mayfield, where he said Cynthia Freeland's walking by and says, "Hey, you're gonna f up them Browns." He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna f up them Browns." Well, that became a thing, and now he is backpedaled. He is backpedaled and says, "I never said that," and he has thrown Cynthia Freeland under the bus. That's right. Beer goggle queen of the Midwest, Cynthia Freeland, has now been thrown under the damn bus. That's right. I said it. Beer goggle beauty queen, Cynthia Freeland. That just wasn't cool of him to do to her. I believe her. I believe she said that, and he replied back, yeah, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
But then he has to kind of backtrack because he's afraid of Myles Garrett.
Yeah. I mean, maybe not. Maybe he's got a lot of friends on the team, and this was taken the wrong way. And by the way, he needs to learn a lesson. And no, passerby talk. Just keep moving. Keep your head down. We're on to Cleveland. Do a Bill Belichick. Just move right along. No drama here. No headlines. And for God's sakes, no bulletin board material.
Is Cynthia Freeland a Panthers fan? Because that seemed kind of, even in passing, unprofessional. You know what I'm saying? To say to a quarterback, hey, you're going to F up the Browns? Yeah, I'm going to F up the Browns.
I don't know
Hey.
if she's a Panther fan, but she's certainly a Fisher person. She was baiting him to say something.
Well, she said the exchange was playful and it was just them being silly.
Well, if it was playful and silly, then don't print the damn thing.
Well, she tweeted it, and she thought it might be like a funny, hey, here's a get to know Baker Mayfield kind of thing. Here's our
That's
new
what I mean.
fiery quarterback. So
That's
she
what I
tweeted
mean,
it.
then. Yeah.
Well, she has said she regrets doing that. She has called out, reached out and apologized to him. And the agent just came back and said, yeah, we didn't appreciate that. So I don't believe Baker Mayfield is telling the truth. I think he did respond and say it right back to her. I'm
Of course
just
he did.
saying.
Yeah.
It's a man card violation to leave this poor girl out there hanging. Was she unprofessional? Maybe. But I believe
100%.
she's telling the truth because she's even doubled down on it, saying, yeah, no, he did. He responded. He mimicked it right back to me, what I said. So,
Yeah, Baker's lying. Look, that's just he doesn't want himself to be effed up by the Browns, and that's how we got.
problem with this is now I want him to beat the Browns because I hate the Browns. But
yeah,
I don't know. I'm confused. All right, it doesn't matter. Show's over. We will see you guys tomorrow in your radios at 3 p.m. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. You're my boy, Blue.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again.
Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill.
I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Upside, the